যদি সবাই ফিরে যায়, ওরে ওরে ও ভাগা সবাই ফিরে যায়, যদি গহন পথে যাওয়ার কালে কেউ ফিরে না যায়, তবে পথের কাটা তুই রক্ত মাখা চরণ তলে একলা দলরে, তুই রক্ত মাখা চরণ তলে একলা দলরে, যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে। যদি আলো না ধরে, ওরে ওরে ও ভাগা আলো না ধরে, যদি ঝড় বাদলে আধার রাতে দুয়ার দেয় ঘরে, তবে বজ্রানলে আপন বুকের পাঁজর জ্বালিয়ে নিয়ে একলা জলরে, আপন বুকের পাঁজর জ্বালিয়ে নিয়ে একলা জলরে, যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে। একলা চলো, একলা চলো, একলা চলো, একলা চলো রে।
Hi guys, thank you for joining the live stream. I hope the audio is coming fine. Holy shit, it's cold as fuck in Kolkata itself. My god. I just came back from having dinner at a cafe. And on top of the insane cold, the wind was blowing. It was like I was in an expedition. On an expedition in Antarctica. Yeah, so I'm very sleepy these days. My sleeping schedule is back in the Indian Standard Time somehow. I don't know how long it will remain that way. But the problem is doing live streams after a long time creates this problem of English fluency. Skanda is already here. Yeah, I was about to ask you all how many non-Bengalis are joining the stream, because we are going to have to discuss at least one video by a Bengali journalist. I will translate that then if there are in fact non-Bengalis joining, which is of course a very good thing, because I want non-Bengalis to listen to what's happening on the Eastern Front, whether all is quiet on the Eastern Front or not, because it's very important to national security what happens in West Bengal's elections next year. Now I will translate that. That video is very important because he has brought out 10 points. He has found out from some new election commission directive, I think, that election commission has said that they will do these things. Now, okay, we will get to that later, whether that journalist is credible or not, and whether these, let's say, assurances by the election commission need to be taken seriously or not. We will discuss all of that. But the format today is absolutely mainly going to be focused towards you people's opinions, okay? Because I want this to be sort of a green tea pe charcha, to find out what are you guys getting vibes like, and if you all have any contacts and ground level contacts, etc. What do you all think? Where is the wind blowing, etc. Basically, I want to find out about the entire Bengal from you guys as well, okay? Okay. First, just let me give me my views, then Skanda can join. Firstly, the problem with this election is that you can't help but take an overtly optimistic view or an overtly negative view. I will try to remain as balanced as possible. Yes, Bhupenda keeps saying he is running a fan in Chennai. Holy shit. Oh, I just hearing the word fan is giving me chills. So, people are either saying that, yeah, it's 130-40. Now, 130-140 is not an overtly optimistic prediction, but to me at least it seems overtly optimistic, at least for now. We will have to wait until February, March to see some few other things, like whether significant faces from Trinamool join or not. If that happens, then I think BJP has a serious shot at this. If not, if significant Trinamool faces start joining, which they have prevented, I keep hearing that they are going to prevent it completely this time, which is probably why Parno went back to Trinamool, because no one is giving those people any bhav anymore. Payal, Shravanti, Rupanjana, Parno, etc. All the actresses from Tollywood. Now, BJP is deliberately, pretty clearly resisting these people for now. If they resist them even in February, March, I'm sure they are getting calls from Trinamool MLAs and stuff. If they resist them, then we know shit is getting real. Okay. Now, I think 90 to 100 is a surety at this point. Okay. That's my prediction for now. Then, okay. Now I'll keep an eye on the live chat. Divya, I have not seen any reason to take AIM seriously on this ever because he's not really explaining anything. He's just blurting out stuff. Let's have Skanda here. Hi, Skanda. Hello. Skanda's audio is not working. Maybe he will fix it. Yeah, he's here. Hi, Skanda.
Hey CSK, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah. I slightly differ from you. I think BJP at this point may get 100 plus seats, but still, I think 100 below 110. I don't think it will go as low as 90 as of now, but have to see whether they will increase it to 150 or not. I'm talking about
150.
April, May.
Yeah, 150 I don't think is going to be possible under any circumstances. What are you basing the of 100 on?
The organization and some of what they are doing there.
Okay.
And again, the Bangladesh situation is also another factor. And the anti-incumbency is there, but it was not to this level, but for some level it was there in 2021 also, but it didn't actually made any gains for them. 77 is not based alone on anti-incumbency.
Yeah.
So anti-incumbency in Bengal, I will put it in third or fourth place actually position.
Yeah.
It will be other factors only. If
yeah. Shekhar Bhatt from Tripura is saying he's 100% sure that BJP will get less than 50. Shekhar, please elaborate. What are you basing this prediction on? Okay. Okay, then Skanda, if you have anything else to add.
Yeah, I have a question for you. Do you think the left ecosystem, which supported TMC heavily during 2021, is slowly drifting away from the party, or do you think that they will consolidate after February or April?
No, CPIM party workers definitely a large chunk of them. Casual CPIM supporters, CPIM party workers, lower level, mid level are definitely. Some of them have made up their minds, and some of them are seriously considering voting for BJP this time. There's not going to be that serious no vote to BJP campaign anymore.
Media?
There's going to be no vote to BJP campaign anymore. That's not going to happen anymore.
I'm talking about the campaign is the other thing, right? You are talking about the civil societies and the civil groups in the Kolkata.
Yeah, that's the left pretty much. That's the only place where left exists in Bengal.
Okay. So the media is not a factor, you are saying, whatever they say.
Yeah. People will either vote for Trinamool because they are the beneficiaries, or they won't vote for Trinamool because they have found out other things. Media is not playing a factor anymore.
What about the cadres? They're still strongly with TMC, or they're drifting away?
CPIM cadre?
No, the TMC's cadre.
Oh, no.
Like
TMC's cadre.
CPM and everything.
TMC cadre is still going to be with Trinamool until the day BJP wins, whether it's in 26 or 31. But secretly, a lot of them are going to vote for BJP. They're going to go to their processions. That happened in 2011 as well. All the huge processions that CPIM did, most of them ended up voting for Trinamool. They were just too afraid to talk about it outside. That secret voting for BJP already happened in 2024, and it's going to take a much larger shape in 2026. It had clearly happened already, just even in the Jadavpur constituency, where the BJP candidate Dr. Anirban Ganguly did not campaign in most of the places. He was just a no-show. And even the hardcorest of BJP supporters thought he will come in at the third place because Jadavpur constituency is very left-leaning. Although Jadavpur constituency has a large portion of Muslim villages. But anyway, Everyone thought the CPIM guy is going to come second, then BJP comes in second, and then neighborhood after neighborhood, where everyone knows that everyone else is a Trinamool supporter. After the vote, everyone saw that the entire neighborhood voted for BJP. No one told each other that they are going to vote for BJP.
Okay. Let's wait and watch how the situation unfolds.
Yeah. Okay, now I will start discussing that video. By the way, okay, Skanda, if you have anything else to add, or you can come back later, just so that my face is fully visible on the screen. Dikit is saying we briefly discussed this in person. The distance from the patronage network. Yeah. How distant? Okay, then Skanda, I'm taking you out from the screen. Okay. Join if you want to later. Okay. So, the distance from the patronage network, intensity emanating from Kolkata will be the deciding factor. There's just not enough money for TMC to throw money around. Yes, this is one of the key points that Academic Man has been going on mentioning, that this is the first time in a long time that Trinamool has not announced any new schemes, which is very interesting and curious. And Dikit is also pointing that out, that they're just broke. All the money they have is in their party funds just to do elaborate campaigns and stuff. No government money to announce any schemes. Now, the other thing that Dikit is talking about is what is the distance from the power? What is the proximity to power of certain districts and towns, etc. Okay, the more dependent they are, or the closer they are to Kolkata, the more they are prone to voting for Trinamool, because they are direct beneficiaries and stuff. Now, the other thing I want to inform you all of is some key factors, like Bangladesh is here. Now, the beneficiaries are also, a lot of them, going to not vote for Trinamool for a number of reasons, because some of them just have been shamed into thinking that way. Some of them believe that, yeah, things are better outside. Like, even if we do illegal businesses and stuff, it's still better if the state gets rich, we can get richer. Some of that is there, but that's not the majority. The majority of the Trinamool beneficiary class is definitely going to vote for Trinamool. The key factor here might be what Election Commission does, and for this I will show you all this video and translate it as well. And I will see the live chat as well. Okay. Thank you, VP, for becoming a member. Dada is Chanakya misogynist. By today's standards, yes. This time, Sangh cadre is vocally throwing its weight behind BJP, but some complaints with the BJP is that what is SA? Shubhendu Adhikari is not touring Bengal, and is concentrating on 2-3 districts only. That might be because Shubhendu usually tours the entire Bengal every morning, but he's probably not doing that anymore because the places might have been divided amongst Dilip Ghosh, Shubhendu, Shukanto, Shomik Bhattacharya. So BJP will win West Bengal 100%. They will win Assam too. Illegals were removed due to Adani business. ये बढ़िया है, ये बड़ी argument है. Okay, what I was about to respond to is the streets and whether BJP has cut it or not. They still don't have, and some might join from Trinamool, non-significant faces, but they will pretty much not need to depend on it because Trinamool did not depend on them. Academic Man is here. He will go to sleep very soon. Let's take his opinions first.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes. Oh, you can't hear me.
Somehow you're muted for. Oh, okay. My speakers were muted. Sorry. Apologies. Anyway, the point, 2-3 points that I'll make and then run off because I actually have to sleep for my work. So the thing is, 3 factors. One is no new schemes because of the fiscal deficit of the state. That is going to mean that she cannot stave the anti-incumbency anymore. This is a very relevant point because in 2021, one of the big reasons she was able to make a comeback was Lokhi Bhandar. There is now, that's the past tense. Lokhi Bhandar is now a given, and BJP ruled states actually give higher amounts. So that's why Lokhi Bhandar is definitely not going to get the amount of votes that you would think it could. Number one. Number two is the Muslim vote is fragmenting, although I did not believe because of Humayun, but rather because of Mausam Noor. Not because of her, rather, but because of, Mausam Noor is being able to see something that we cannot as outsiders of the Muslim community, right? So I believe there is some kind of anti-incumbency that they have been able to kind of stave off, to sense in that sense. And the most important factor is what people really underestimate is the SSC scam. Nobody seems to talk about it in these things because many of us are not SSC aspirants. But you have to understand that the SSC has a tremendous impact on the social and political life of people in rural Bengal. And earlier, 22 to 25 lakh people used to take SSC exam. This year, the last year the SSC SLST exam happened, less than 5 lakh people took the exam. So people are pissed off and frustrated. And they have no faith. And that is the worst thing because, it's going to basically, the people she sent to college. I mean, she did give Konasri in 2016, 2013. And those people went to college and did master's degrees and did B.Ed. They paid, the B.Ed thing is also a scam, by the way. They gave a lot of money to B.Ed colleges, private B.Ed colleges, and then they realized those B.Ed colleges have no, certification and stuff like that. So that was already there. And then later on what happened is that, so they spend a lot, which is a lot in terms of Bengali money, right? Maybe they spend 50, 60,000, 1 lakh on education. And then they give 10 to 15 lakhs per family, sometimes to TMC leaders for SSC jobs. Okay. And then they realize that now that many have given this money, that money is completely gone. Because you can easily lose your job in a few months after getting it. So there is that insane amount of money is completely gone from rural Bengal. And that has made people poorer. And now many have lost their jobs. So trust me when I say that Bangladesh hai, ye hai, wo hai, abhaya hai. But the biggest issue, the Nondigram moment for the TMC is the SSC scam. You have none of you have any idea of the impact of the SSC scam.
By the way, academic man, this is a question from our previous guest, Skanda. He means 2026 election, of course. What is the impact of Konyasri this time?
Konyasri has very little impact left because the college seats are going unfull. I mean, if you go to many colleges, there are very high dropout rates. People aren't joining colleges in West Bengal anymore. So what happened is that Konyasri vote was there in 2016 and all, but now it doesn't have an impact. Only Lokhi Bhandar does. Konyasri is there, but it's not a massive impact. Basically, the biggest failure is also student credit card. That's a complete scam, by the way.
What isn't?
Exactly, everything is a scam. But Bengalis don't care about coal scam and ration scam because it doesn't affect them personally. But SSC scam.
By Bengalis, you mean Kolkata's Brahmin with those guys?
No. Bengalis even in villages. Everything is not just BVK.
Why wouldn't they care about coal scams?
No, they don't, because they get the cash handouts and all kinds of para functions and stuff because of these. So they are technically indirect beneficiaries of coal scam and all that stuff. But when it comes to SSC scam, then you are screwed on your own terms, on your own turf. And everyone wants to be a teacher in West Bengal. Just like everyone wants to be an IPS officer in Bihar, everyone wants to be a teacher in West Bengal.
Yes. Academic man, I have seen the rhetoric from the SSC protesters and stuff from day one, and I've always
Yeah,
noticed their clear leftist tinge. Of course, after all, they're teachers and they are Bengali. So how else?
yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
else would they
True.
be?
Yeah.
So I have always wondered that they're probably still waiting for Trinamool to solve the problems. Do they honestly believe that BJP will solve their problems and therefore let's vote for BJP? Do they think that?
No, no, no. Nobody's
Are they
expecting to
convinced of
solve
that?
the problem anymore. The Supreme Court told them their jobs are invalid. That's gone. That's the thing. That's what changed in 2024. They were characteristic. They were told that bhai khatam hai. You're not getting anything more.
Yeah.
And even though
So
the
are you
High
saying they're going
Court
to
said
take a revenge then?
it's
That's
a
why they'll vote
revenge,
for
and
BJP.
they have nothing left. You have to understand. Many people are committing suicide. They're dying. Many
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
BJP probably, if I'm not mistaken, BJP is promising to give some of them back their jobs and stuff. So it might work in favor of BJP. TMC के ऊपर किसी का भरोसा नहीं है. That much I can tell you.
Take this point. Who was saying that we have been
That
on
was
his
just
channel, of
new
course.
vote in 2019, but after 2019 we were failed SC/ST OBC voter because of TMC. 2021 में जो हुआ, like I said, the men may have kept voting for BJP, but the women were shifting back because of Lokhi Bhandar. So Abhaya and a few other factors, those things have changed the women vote also. And Bangladesh is another factor that does go beyond gender sometimes.
No,
So Bangladesh
Abhaya has not changed any vote in Mofusils or villages. That much I can get. Mofusils maybe, not villages definitely. They don't give two shits
urban.
about.
You forget BJP did really well in the urban vote in 2024.
Yeah, but that
Strangely.
doesn't matter in seat shares.
No. It's not that less also. You're forgetting
How many
urban
urban?
means beyond Calcutta also. Bardhaman, Shiliguri, Mednipur town, all these Kharagpur, these places,
Yeah.
small urban pockets. They do matter.
They care that much about Abhaya.
Hey, they did. I mean,
Shiliguri I can understand.
see,
I don't think
the thing is, you're making a fundamental mistake here. They care about the issue because the left made it an issue. If it was a BJP issue like Sandesh Khali, where the BJP tried to make it an issue, they wouldn't have cared. It's because the left said it's an issue. That's why it became an issue.
Okay. Now, I'll ask you to comment on Abhishek Singh's comment here. He's from Kolkata, by the way. He's not North Indian Singh. So he knows his shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have a question first, which is that you and I have at least superficially always believed that Bengal always does landslide elections. We are both kind of moving away from that stance at least right now, right? We don't think even if BJP wins, it's not going to be a landslide. Neither is Trinamool.
No, not landslide. Not landslide. Because some
people in the comment section are still saying that BJP, if they win, it will be a landslide. If Trinamool wins, it will be a landslide.
No, landslide. In this demography, BJP getting 170 seats, 180 seats is a landslide.
Of course, and I don't think that's happening in any scenario.
No, 170 we can say. 170 can happen.
Hey, master stroke buddy.
I'm not a master stroke buddy anymore. Anyway, I've given you logical reasons. Abhi dekh lena, 4 months later you'll understand who's right and who's wrong.
170.
I'm telling you, just like Nondigram destroyed the CPM's goodwill everywhere, TMC never had goodwill to begin with. But the whatever little hopes and aspirations people had among the lower middle class and middle class, everything went.
See, there is organic goodwill and there is manufactured goodwill, right? CPM's organic goodwill happened in the Operation Borga days. Since then, it was all manufactured goodwill through media and stuff.
Exactly.
Trinamool did not have any manufactured goodwill. Trinamool's goodwill has been entirely earned through freebies. So
and you're forgetting one thing. The reason they're doing Unnayaner Pachali right now is because
that definitely shows that they have nothing new to announce.
Because they have nothing this time. Okay.
See, a lot of people are saying that BJP will win and it will be 170. Where are you all getting this 170 number from, bro? That is not happening. It would be very fascinating, but I guarantee you, it's BJP 170 is not happening.
I'll tell you how it's happening. Roughly
Tell me.
100 seats BJP already has.
Already
60
has.
seats. 60 seats. In terms of Lok Sabha 24, and 60 seats, BJP's margin with TMC is around 5 to 6,000 votes or so.
I'm with
Even less,
Nitay Paul, by the way.
2,000.
Yeah. Yeah, please continue.
That's it. Like, that's why.
Okay. Okay. By mistake, I took away that comment. Wait. I'll find that comment out. Saying,
Singh. Abhishek Singh.
Abhishek Singh. Yeah, it was somewhere here where that comment was important. Shit. This is why you should not be sleepy and doing a live stream. Wait, I will
I'm
find you.
highly skeptic of change. I found it on the
Yeah.
comments. Ground level cadre support. Actually, the biggest difference was this thing. Lokhir Bhandar. Lokhir Bhandar, Shastro Sati. Two schemes. Shastro Sati was older, but the Shastro Sati card and Duare Sorkar. Three things. Nothing is there this time. Anyway,
What about this?
this is the last thing I'll answer and then I'll go. Yes, probably that's what's going to happen. Murshidabad. Malda, it might be a three-way fight. BJP, Congress, TMC.
Okay, so BJP is not getting Murshidabad.
No, Murshidabad is difficult. Murshidabad is too polarized.
No, but why are the Hindus going towards Congress?
To go against TMC.
Oh, because Congress is a safer bet.
Where Hindus are like a minuscule minority, they will vote for Congress or CPM or this thing or Humayun or whatever. Humayun is the least of a factor. Humayun is a joke. Anyway, good night.
Good night. Okay. Yeah, Skanda, you had anything more to add? My mother is fascinated by TMC's Unnayana Pachali. These types of things really work in village. Yeah, go ahead, Skanda.
Yeah. Can we discuss about?
Hello? Wait, your audio broke away. Hello, Skanda. Hello?
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, Skanda's audio is gone again. It's back again. Okay, Skanda's audio is gone again. It's back again. Okay, Skanda's audio is gone again. It's back again. Okay. Aditya is saying, I feel sad for saying it, but I think TMC will win again. Dada, BJP hasn't maximized the chance with Sharda, Narada, Rosevalley, SSC, Shandesh Khali, Arjikot, then SIR, Taketo, TMC, BJP against a. Aditya, I don't see how SIR is going against BJP anymore, okay? Because everyone was getting such vibes, but concretely speaking, I don't see how. Not anymore. If you can elaborate, I would be happy to listen to it. Sharda, Naroda, Rose Valley, SSC matters, but people don't really need to say it, I think. And Shandesh Khali, Bengal did not give a shit from day one. Arjikor, people give a shit. Arjikor, these are things, they are kind of so obvious that maybe it would be a significant campaign slogan, but people have it in their minds anyway. Sharda, Naroda, Rose Valley, no one cares. There are enough black money beneficiaries anyway.
What
Yeah,
does he mean
Skanda.
against a DILO?
Against what? Skanda's audio is acting up. It's gone again, Skanda. Hello. Okay, let's see if Skanda can fix his audio. I disagree with academic man here. Unfortunately, BJP doesn't necessarily have any given seat. If there is religious violence like last year, maybe BJP has a chance with counter consolidation. Yeah, academic man's opinion is that Bangladesh is doing that anyway. Okay, Skanda is gone to fix his internet. Okay. CPAM will do worse, then their vote share will increase. CPIM, I think, definitely is going to get a lot of help from Trinamool this time to cut Hindu votes. CPIM is going to have a gala time. They're going to smell blood this time. In 200 seats, if BJP gets 60% Hindu votes, it will easily get 170 seats. The population distribution is not that way. How to join with you? Become a member, Ankush Roy, but we're not going to teach you basics of Indian history tonight. That will be in some other live stream. But anyway, Ankush Roy, what you were saying that you have never heard that Ambedkar has criticized any religion other than Hinduism. He has done all that in 1942, his 1942 book called Pakistan or Partition of India. Okay, read that up. Knox is saying whosoever wins BJP TMC, they will win by a thin margin. Yeah, that I agree. That is what is up this time. Okay. Until someone joins, I would really like you all to join me in listening to these 10 points by this journalist. Okay. I will translate each and every line. We will go through this video very quickly. This is anywhere 10-minute video. We will watch it in 1.5x. Okay. Now, just a caveat. You don't need to take everything he says seriously because he's one of those overtly optimistic guys about BJP. Like most of his videos are about, okay, something insane is going to happen 2 months later and West Bengal politics is going to be completely shaken up and then nothing happens, that kind of a thing. He may have said once or twice that Abhishek is in trouble or Abhishek is going to be in trouble, etc. And take it from me that any Bengali YouTube channel, YouTuber, news discussion channel who ever utters the word that Abhishek is going to be arrested in XYZ month or week, immediately stop listening to that channel forever and after, because that channel is a fraud. Okay. Listen to 10 points. Okay, let's give Skanda's internet another chance. Hi, Skanda. Let's see if your mic works. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. No. Let's complete this video thing. As you said,
Okay.
Abhishek, point, I also agree with you. So, yeah, no point in discussing that.
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So, that's one caveat with this journalist. Other than that, he is a legendary, very credible journalist. But on YouTube, he has taken the go BJP route. Okay. So we can't take him fully seriously. Now, the other thing is that he's going to mention 10 fascinating things that the Election Commission is going to do. We are going to debate in the live chat that how sure are we that they are actually going to do these things. But what they are proposing that they are going to do is pretty cool nonetheless. Let's see. Saying, do you mean ignorant skeptic? Do you mean whom do I usually follow?
হবে দেখুন কেন্দ্রীয় বাহিনী সারা দেশে ছড়িয়ে থাকে তারা 36 বলেছে মনোজ আগরওয়াল বৈঠক করেছেন সেই বৈঠকে কতগুলো সিদ্ধান্ত নেওয়া হয়েছে প্রথম কথা বিভিন্ন জায়গায় যে নাকা চেকিং হবে সেই নাকা চেকিং যেখানে হবে সেখানে সিসি ক্যামেরা থাকবে এবং ওয়েবকাস্টিং এর ব্যবস্থা করা হবে কিন্তু সবথেকে
You all know what he's talking about, right? Manoj Agarwal has a baitak, a discussion. Baitak means Hindu push-ups, by the way, in Hindi. But anyway, he has had a discussion. He's decided that, first of all, there's going to be Naka checking, apparently.
যে সিদ্ধান্তটা
Now, webcasting and CCTV cameras, I don't give a shit about because we have had CCTV cameras in every elections and at the most opportune moment, the camera disappears or there's a sellotape on top of the camera, etc. So I don't see how that's important.
কমিশন নিতে চলেছে সেটা হচ্ছে এবারের বিধানসভা নির্বাচনে কেন্দ্রীয় বাহিনীর পাশাপাশি ভিন রাজ্যের সশস্ত্র পুলিশ বাহিনীকে মোতায়েন করা হবে
This is an interesting development. Other than central forces, there are going to be state police cadre from other states as well. Okay. Avtudni is asking an important question. I need to answer this. Are West Bengal people, have they started discussing about West Bengal elections right now? That's pretty much the only thing they're discussing because there is nothing to discuss in West Bengal other than this. Everything is going to boil down at this. The West Bengal society is so disgustingly politicized that Abhishek Banerjee is pretty much what Rupam Islam was 10 years back, 15 years back. The stages he walks about on, the performance he does, the response he gets, all that is supposed to be done, or that kind of adoration is supposed to be reserved for artists, musicians, rock stars, or even actors and actresses, celebrities, not for fucking politicians. Politicians are usually supposed to do their garibi acting. थोड़ा वोट दीजिए, ये डेवलपमेंट कर देंगे, वो डेवलपमेंट कर देंगे. What they're getting from Abhishek Banerjee is motivational speech, an aspirational model, how cool to look and stuff, all that stuff that Rahul Gandhi does as well. And style, fashion sense, workout tips almost, because Abhishek Banerjee has a very chiseled physique, all of which was supposed to be done by everybody other than politicians. They are getting it from politicians. So it is that politicized a society, and they can't help but discuss politics and only politics right now. And this is one of my pet projects, that if BJP wins, I will try to convince people to, like, everyone will have their demands or expectations from BJP, right? So I, of course, have a lot of overlaps with a lot of that stuff. I want investments to come in. I want Tollywood to become Tollywood again. I want Bengal to become Bengal again. My personal project will be to somehow convince BJP people to depoliticize Bengal, depoliticize Bengal society, depoliticize Bengal's fucking streets. On every street corner, there is a face of a retarded-looking councillor or MLA with a bullshit graphics, a logo, gigantic banners everywhere you look. For every little bullshit development they do, okay, they put one new brick and color it blue and white on a fucking drain, and you see a 50 feet long banner for it, and saying that this is the Trinamool councillor that laid that brick, and this is the MLA that helped paint that brick blue and white. Okay, it's that retarded, and it's very bad for society. It's very bad for kids growing up, because growing up you know that, okay, those are the idols. You are supposed to have other fucking idols who are good at other stuff, not just at politics and gundagardi and gundabazi. So that needs to change in Bengal as soon as possible. Okay, let's see what other stuff election commission is going to do. Yeah, Skanda?
So you are against omnipresence and what's the other word?
Yeah, omnipresence of politicians. And it was not like that even 5 years back. It's now you can't look anywhere in Bengal without you meeting the eyes of some councillor or MLA, councillor, MLA, and MPs also. Shekhar is asking, what do you think about CPIM voters? Shekhar, mid-level, lower level party workers, most of them are going to vote for BJP because of Shomik Bhattacharya's outreach.
কেন্দ্রীয় বাহিনী এবং সশস্ত্র পুলিশ বাহিনী বুথের ভিতরে থাকবে, ওয়েবকাস্টিং হবে। দেখুন, কেন্দ্রীয় বাহিনী সারা দেশে ছড়িয়ে থাকে, তারা ছত্তিশগড়ে থাকে, জম্মুতে থাকে, নর্থ ইস্টে আছে, মণিপুরে আছে। তাই কেন্দ্রীয় বাহিনীকে সবসময় বেশি সংখ্যায় পাওয়া যায় না। কিন্তু ভিন রাজ্যের পুলিশ, যেখানে বিহারে 68%।
Guys, take up Ardeshir's comment as well. What are your thoughts on this, or how to even do this? He's talking about college politics being ended, that it needs to be ended. I don't see that happening, but more importantly, how would that be possible legally?
ভিন রাজ্যের পুলিশকে ব্যবহার করা হয়েছিল, পশ্চিমবঙ্গেও কিন্তু সেটা হবে। গুজরাট, মধ্যপ্রদেশ, উত্তরপ্রদেশ, তেলেঙ্গানা, কর্ণাটক প্রভৃতি রাজ্যের সশস্ত্র পুলিশ বাহিনী আসবে।
All these states are apparently going to be sending their armed police.
এবং সেই পুলিশ বাহিনী যখন তাদের সংশ্লিষ্ট রাজ্য থেকে পশ্চিমবঙ্গে আসবে ভোটের ডিউটি করতে, তখন তাদের স্পষ্ট বার্তা দিয়ে দেবে কমিশন, আপনারা সাংবিধানিক দায়িত্ব পালন করতে যাচ্ছেন, নির্বাচন যেন ভয়মুক্ত, অবাধ, নিরপেক্ষ হয়, মানুষ যাতে উৎসবের মেজাজে তাদের গণতান্ত্রিক অধিকার প্রয়োগ করতে পারেন, সেটা আপনাদের এনশিওর করতে হবে। সেটা যদি না পারেন, তাহলে কিন্তু শাস্তির মুখে পড়তে হবে। অর্থাৎ ভিন রাজ্যে সশস্ত্র,
they are going to be given strict directives that you're going to Bengal to perform a constitutional duty, so don't do any shenanigans, etc. We will get to his specific 10 points now.
পুলিশ বাহিনী এবারের বিধানসভা নির্বাচনে পুলিশ বাহিনী 35% হচ্ছে কেন্দ্রীয় বাহিনী। 2, কমিশন একেবারে পরিকল্পনা, পুলিশ বাহিনী 35%। ভিন রাজ্যের সশস্ত্র পুলিশ বাহিনী, 45% হচ্ছে কেন্দ্রীয় বাহিনী। 2,
Okay, 35% will be central forces, rest will be outside states.
কমিশন একেবারে পরিকল্পনা
Nilanjan, you can join the stream by becoming a member, okay? And if you become a member, you will see on the community post tab a link that's visible only to members.
করে নিয়েছে এবং সেটা তারা জানিয়েও দেবে। রাজ্য প্রশাসনের কোনো ভূমিকাই থাকবে না এবারে নির্বাচনে।
Okay, this is a tall ass claim, but he's saying that West Bengal's administration is not going to have any role to play in the elections this time.
কারণ পুলিশ ওয়েলফেয়ার অ্যাসোসিয়েশনের সবাই, ওয়েলফেয়ার অ্যাসোসিয়েশনের নেতারা বলছেন তারা চতুর্থবারের জন্য মুখ্যমন্ত্রী হিসাবে মমতা বন্দ্যোপাধ্যায়কে দেখতে চান। শুভেন্দু অধিকারী এই ভিডিওটা কমিশনকে পাঠিয়েছেন। এরপরে আর বুঝতে তো অসুবিধা নেই যে দলদাস পুলিশ।
Yeah, this is an important point, both from Nitai Paul and Orko Prabhu Sarkar. Orko Prabhu Sarkar is saying that recently a video came out that there was some function, some event of the Police Welfare Association where some officers got on stage and actively declared that we must make sure that Mamata Banerjee wins again, okay? So Shubhendu has sent that video to the Election Commission. So that's going to be taken seriously and they are not going to be trusted, therefore, because of that video, according to Orko Prabhu Sarkar. Now, what I want to tell Nitai Paul is that Nitai, Orko Prabhu Sarkar is going to give some counters to that, okay? That how they are going to tackle this situation of the DMs controlling the police. I don't think that's going to be foolproof, but there are some remedies that Orko Prabhu Sarkar is going to talk about that Election Commission has decided to do.
নির্বাচনের সময় আদৌ নিরপেক্ষ ভূমিকা পালন করবে না, সেটা কমিশনও জানে। তাই কমিশন আগে থেকেই এই সিদ্ধান্তটা নিয়ে ফেলেছে যে এ রাজ্যের পুলিশকে কোনোভাবেই নির্বাচনের কাজে ব্যবহার করা হবে না। 3, কেন্দ্রীয় বাহিনী বা বাইরের রাজ্যের পুলিশ এরিয়া ডমিনেন্স করে, এমন এমন জায়গায় তাদেরকে রুট মার্চ করতে দেখা যায় সেখানে কোশ্মিনকালে কোনো গন্ডগোল হয় না।
Yeah, this has been a forever complaint from BJP ground level workers that when central forces do arrive, they go around route marching in irrelevant places where no violent event ever takes place. Who the fuck is even sending them there? That's going to be remedied, according to Orko Prabhu Sarkar. Why isn't it playing?
আর যেখানে গন্ডগোল হয় সেখানে তোমার দেখা নাই রে, তোমার দেখা নাই, এইটাকে বন্ধ করতে কমিশন উত্তর দিচ্ছে। 4, কুইক রেসপন্স।
Okay, so the assurance is just that Election Commission has said that we are going to make sure it doesn't happen. How, we don't know.
যে সমস্ত গাড়িতে চলাফেরা করে সেখানে জিপিএস ট্র্যাকার বসানো হবে।
Okay, yeah, this remedy might work. The vehicles which carry around the central forces in Bengal, they take them on longer routes to the spot of violence when the complaint actually comes, because the driver is again is friends with the governing party and they take the longest possible route to that place or even roam about in random places, and the central forces obviously don't know the route. So I don't know why Google Images or Google Maps don't work, but so far it has been possible that the drivers just take them on a long excursion and everyone waits, chills to reach that spot. Maybe they don't carry mobile phones or something, maybe it's Western style capitalism, I don't know how that's possible, but so far that has been the case. Therefore this time they are going to have GPS trackers on those vehicles, because apparently they can't have mobile phones. Maybe it's because they are on duty, who the fuck knows. But there's going to be one other thing with this. Along with GPS trackers, the biodatas, there are going to be background checks of those drivers themselves, that are you that close to the government that you might end up taking them on a longer route. But I don't see why a mobile phone GPS could not have solved that for these last 4 years.
এবং সেই গাড়ি চালাবেন কারা তাদের ক্রেডেনশিয়ালও যাচাই করা হবে। ধরুন একটা ঘটনা ঘটেছে, আর সেন্ট্রাল ফোর্স যেখানে মোতায়েন আছে সেখান থেকে ঘটনাস্থলের দূরত্ব গাড়িতে যেতে 10 মিনিট লাগে, কিন্তু সেন্ট্রাল ফোর্স জায়গা চেনে না। সেন্ট্রাল ফোর্সকে যে গাড়িতে করে ঘোরানো হচ্ছে সেই গাড়ির চালক স্থানীয়, তিনি যদি শাসক দলের তল্পি বাহক হন তিনি এমন রাস্তা দিয়ে নিয়ে যাবেন যে ঘটনাস্থলে পৌঁছতে আধ ঘন্টা লেগে গেল। যখন কেন্দ্রীয় বাহিনী বা ভিন রাজ্যের পুলিশ সেখানে গেল তখন সব ঠান্ডা হয়ে গেছে, মানে দুষ্কৃতীরা ভোট লুটেরা কাজের কাজ করে বেরিয়ে গেছে। এটা যাতে না হয়।
No, this probably shows that the setting theory is real. How else were those central forces up until this time going along with this situation of following the drivers and waiting for the drivers to take them? Why couldn't they check their phones? Are they taking the shortest possible route or not?
এটাও কমিশনের নজরে আছে। 5, গণনা কেন্দ্রে বিরোধী দলের এজেন্টদের হুমকি দেওয়া হয়, আগের দিন বাড়িতে থান পাঠিয়ে দেওয়া হয়, কমিশন পরিকল্পনা করছে গণনা
Yeah, in the election counting centers, people are threatened and stuff. White white sarees representing a widow, those stuff is sent to their families, homes, etc. This has been a long tradition started by CPIM, very creative, very artistic, artsy. So that is not going to happen this time. Academic Man is saying setting was there before 2011 between Congress and CPIM. Yes, and after 2014 between BJP and Trinamool, I think.
কেন্দ্রের বাইরে জায়ান্ট স্ক্রিন টাঙানো হবে যাতে গণনা কেন্দ্রের ভিতরের ছবি রাজনৈতিক
No, but Academic Man, seriously, do you have any thoughts on this? How is this possible with smartphones and GPS location settings? How were they waiting at the mercy of the drivers to take them to the violent spot?
দলের কর্মীরা উপস্থিত সংবাদ মাধ্যম পুঙ্খানুপুঙ্খ দেখতে পারে এই পরিকল্পনা তাদের আছে।
Okay.
6 ধরুন একটা বিধানসভা কেন্দ্রে এই পরিকল্পনা তাদের আছে। কমিশন পরিকল্পনা করছে গণনা কেন্দ্রের বাইরে জায়ান্ট স্ক্রিন টাঙানো হবে যাতে গণনা কেন্দ্রের ভিতরের ছবি রাজনৈতিক দলের কর্মীরা উপস্থিত সংবাদ মাধ্যম পুঙ্খানুপুঙ্খ দেখতে।
Okay, another cosmetic bullshit move. They are saying that they are going to have giant screens outside the counting centers so that people outside, the media can see with their own eyes what's going on inside the counting centers. Well, we have always seen direct videos, live footages of what's going on inside the counting centers, and no one has been able to give a shit or do something about it. What's a giant screen going to do about this? These are all red flags according to me so far.
এই পরিকল্পনা তাদের আছে। 6 ধরুন একটা বিধানসভা কেন্দ্রে আমি এক্সাম্পল দিচ্ছি 100টা বুথ আছে, 90টা বুথে একদম পিসফুল পোলিং হচ্ছে, কিন্তু 10টা বুথে সেখানে শাসক দল 100টার মধ্যে 90টা ভোট পাচ্ছে এবং বিধানসভা কেন্দ্রে এসআইআর এর পরে ভোটের সংখ্যা কমবে। সেখানে যদি 10টা বুথেই ভোট লুটেরারা ভোট লুট করে ফলাফল পরিবর্তন হয়ে যাবে। এবং অতীতে বিভিন্ন বিধানসভা কেন্দ্রে কোন কোন বুথে ভোট লুট হয়েছে তার নথি কমিশনের কাছে আছে, সেখানে তারা বাড়তি সতর্কতা অবলম্বন করে।
I see. This seems still legit. They're saying that there might be 90 booths where there is peaceful elections going on and 10 booths might be violent, but those 10 booths are affecting the elections and therefore flipping all the seats. Now, the Election Commission has taken note of which are those rogue, violent, especially rogue, full of rigging booths, and they're going to be extra careful with those specific booths.
7 এমন দাপুটে আধিকারিকদের পর্যবেক্ষক হিসেবে নিয়োগ করা হবে, জেনারেল অবজারভার, পুলিশ অবজারভার, ফিনান্সিয়াল অবজারভার, যাদের আনব্লেমিশড ক্রেডেনশিয়াল আছে। ওই बैचमेट खोजार একটা প্রবণতা আছে তো আইএসআই।
Okay, unblemished credential वालों को लाया जाएगा. People usually look for their batchmates as observers and so that they can manipulate them and stuff. That's not going to be allowed this time.
পিএসদের এখানে যারা দিদিমণির প্রশাসনে কর্মরত তারা সবসময় চেষ্টা করেন যে তাদের ব্যাচমেট আসছেন কিনা অবজারভার হিসাবে, তখন এরা ব্যক্তিগত ইকুয়েশনকে কাজে লাগিয়ে অবজারভারদের কি বলবো আর কি অনেকটা নিয়ন্ত্রণে নেওয়ার চেষ্টা করে। কমিশন জানে এবং এই নিয়ে তাদের কাছে বিস্তর অভিযোগ জমা পড়েছে এবং অবজারভারদের ক্রেডেনশিয়াল চেক করা হবে এবং তারা কোন ব্যাচের আইএস বা আইপিএস, পশ্চিমবঙ্গে কর্মরত আইএস আইপিএস দের সঙ্গে তারা ব্যাচমেট কিনা, কি ধরনের সম্পর্ক তাদের আছে সেগুলোও কিন্তু খতিয়ে দেখা। ব্যক্তিগত সম্পর্ক সবার সঙ্গে সবার থাকতে পারে, কিন্তু ব্যক্তিগত সম্পর্ক যদি দায়িত্ব পালনের ক্ষেত্রে অন্তরায় হয় সেটা কমিশন এবার টলারেট করবে না।
Okay. He's saying that people may have personal relations, but if that personal relations comes in the way of their constitutional duty, Commission is not going to tolerate it this time. So he's unknowingly admitting that the Commission was tolerating it up until this time.
8 দিদিমণির আপত্তিকে ফুটকারে উড়িয়ে দিয়ে বহুতলের নিচেই ভোট হবে। দিদিমণি যতই আপত্তি করুন না কেন তার আপত্তিকে কর্ণপাত করা হবে না। 9 পশ্চিমবঙ্গে আগের বার 7 বা 8 দফায় ভোট হয়েছিল, এবার অত দফায় করবে না। 8 দিদিমণির আপত্তির খতিয়ে দেখা, ব্যক্তিগত সম্পর্ক সবার সঙ্গে সবার টলারেট করবে না। 8 দিদিমণির আপত্তিকে ফুটকারে উড়িয়ে দিয়ে বহুতলের নিচেই ভোট।
Yeah, this is one concrete thing that he has mentioned so far that we know is probably, it is definitely going to happen. Mamata Banerjee had repeatedly opposed, her party had sent gundas and stuff to prevent this, and even last time, those high society building complexes and stuff, elections inside those complexes, and most of them are BJP supporters, they go out of the state every now and then. Their relatives, children live outside the state, so they have a much better idea of how the rest of the country is progressing versus the rest of the state. So BJP has always thought, and I think it's kind of a truism in Bengal, it's just conventional wisdom, that those people in the high societies, those society complexes, they are definitely BJP supporters. So election commission is this time, not because of BJP, but election commission is this time going to ensure for more participatory, inclusive democracy. Those societies as well, those societies themselves are going to have booths. And this was vehemently opposed by the Trinamool. Now, just because Trinamool opposes something vehemently does not mean if that happens, that's going to harm them, okay? Mamata Banerjee is the queen of playing possum. She will play victim for the most pointless things so that you focus all your attention on that one thing while not even trying to address the situations or the points where she is actually threatened, okay? It might be so. Maybe we'll find out after 2026 elections that all those society complex voters were actually Trinamool or Congress or CPIM voters. Mamata was actively not letting them vote just to give the impression that they are all BJP supporters, so that when ultimately BJP does a vote there and BJP keeps all their eggs in that one society complex building basket, they find out that, okay, it did not come into any effect. Lol. That's very much possible. But there are definitely going to be booths inside those building complexes this time.
দিদিমণি যতই আপত্তি করুন না কেন, তার আপত্তিতে কর্ণপাত করা হবে না। নয়, পশ্চিমবঙ্গে আগের বার 7 বা 8 দফায় ভোট হয়েছিল, এবার অত দফায় ভোট না হলেও 5 দফায় ভোট তো হবেই।
Okay, I don't know why Orko Prabhu is happy about this. He's saying this time there aren't going to be 7 to 8 rounds of elections. There's going to be 5 at least. But the lesser the numbers of rounds in West Bengal, the lesser the chances of violence, because the same the exact same gundas can go around in every part of West Bengal and do the violence if there are countless rounds like every time. This time it's going to be 5.
এবং ধরুন উত্তরবঙ্গে একসঙ্গে ভোট হবে না, ধরুন কুচবিহারে ভোট হলো, দক্ষিণবঙ্গের কতগুলো কেন্দ্রে ভোট হলো, এইভাবে ভোটটা করা হবে। কুচবিহার থেকেই শুরু হবে, ওখান থেকেই শুরু হয়, কিন্তু কুচবিহারে ভোট হলো, সঙ্গে ধরুন বাঁকুড়াতে ভোট হলো, এইভাবে করবে। 10, অবৈধ টাকা, নগদ টাকার কারবার এ সারা দেশে হয়, পশ্চিমবঙ্গ ব্যতিক্রম নয়, অন্যান্য রাজ্যে বেশি হয়। যতটা সম্ভব সেটাকে নিয়ন্ত্রণে রাখা যায়, তার জন্য কমিশন পদক্ষেপ নেবে। এবারে নির্বাচন সব একেবারে অন্য মডেলে করবে কমিশন। পশ্চিমবঙ্গের নির্বাচন অবাধ, সুষ্ঠু, নিরপেক্ষভাবে করা, সন্ত্রাস মুক্ত পরিবেশে করা, এবং গণনা কেন্দ্রের নিরাপত্তা, এজেন্টদের যাতে ভয়ভীতির মুখোমুখি না হয়। কমিশন আগে অনেকবার প্রতিশ্রুতি দিয়েছে, কিন্তু সেগুলো তারা সঠিকভাবে পালন করতে পারেনি। এবার তারা কিন্তু প্রমাণ করতে বদ্ধপরিকর, এমন নির্বাচন পশ্চিমবঙ্গের মানুষকে।
Okay, apparently they are going to prove themselves. They are very active and elections are going to happen freely and stuff. Okay, Nitai Paul is saying that gunda import karna nahi padta hai un logon ko because every booth has a gunda. Nitai, I would disagree with you just slightly that yes, random threatening wale log har booth mein hai, but truly murder karne wale log import karna padta hai, like the Abhijit Sarkar kind of stuff. वो लोग भी हर जगह पे आराम से घूम पाएंगे अगर ये 8-10 या इवन 5 राउंड के भी इलेक्शंस हो. Okay, Skanda, you got anything else to add?
No. Most of my question is why they have not done this in 2021 itself about the driver and other things.
Setting.
Yeah. Okay. Now there is no setting. How can we be sure?
Again, the conventional wisdom that I've received from RSS leaning people is that this time everyone's convinced that West Bengal needs to be won because Bangladesh has happened and national security is truly a risk now. They can't let West Bengal go on the way it is going on. And the other conspiracy theory I have is that based on the conspiracy that Amit Shah has some problems with Yogi, if that conspiracy theory is true, then building on top of that conspiracy theory, my conspiracy theory is that Amit Shah wants to depend on Bengal for the 2029 seats when he will be the prime ministerial candidate, and he is going to say goodbye to UP's seats, so that he doesn't have to rely on or collaborate with Yogi. So therefore, he needs Bengal as well for his prime ministership.
Okay. So too far into future. Let's see.
Yeah.
But see, there are 2 points here. Abhishek getting arrested and Section 356 or presidential rule imposing on Bengal, those two are, far-fetched lies. It's not going to happen, those two things.
Off the table. Yeah. Okay, Skanda. So I'm removing you from the screen for now then. If you have anything to add, feel free to join again. Stickle Mako is saying no one is going to vote for Amit Shah as PM. Let me be frank. Who is that no one, Stickle Mako? This is just some random truism that we are repeatedly saying amongst ourselves because we know Modi is here and Yogi might be a better option, or Himanta might be a better Himanto, right? Not Himanto. Yeah, Himanta might be a better option. What are you going to do when it's Rahul versus Amit Shah? Yes, Ash Ketchum has made a very important point. I think it's a very liberal, truly rules-based comment. They should give Shubhendu Adhikari a Nobel Prize. That's the only way BJP can come to power. This is very true. Okay, Neon's comment. Neon, what do you think about introducing more private investment and privatization as a whole in educational institutions might actually curb useless student unions? Neon, that's not going to happen at all. That can't happen at all because people are right now pissed off with the prices of education already. So introducing them can happen, but the private institutions don't have a good reputation themselves. Okay. Education system is going to be fucked for the near future, for the foreseeable future, until AI takes over and the entire education model ends up becoming something like Coursera. Check out, by the way, Dikshit Bhattacharya's new book, Fixing Science in India. He has some solution for every problem in India. I don't think Amit Shah ke BJP bhetorei keu support korbe bole. দেখো আদিত্য, সে তো মোদিকেও সাপোর্ট করেনি, সাপোর্ট ছিনিয়ে বের করতে হয়। That's the most realistic solution and the most organic one. Yeah, that's not the country we live in. What Amit Shah has done for Red Corridor, I have no issues with him being the face of BJP at some point in time. He has been an excellent HM overall. Whatever, we can't even afford to have reasonings or logic or justification. The problem is the other option is Rahul Gandhi. तो हम क्या करें? Anand is here.
Hello, can you hear me?
Camera कहाँ गया Anand? How can we not see your?
आज नहीं है कैमरा भाई.
आज anonymous Anand.
मैं बहुत गंदा दिख रहा हूँ आज. Sorry.
अच्छा. We don't judge.
So, I do. नहीं. So like थोड़ा questions है, okay. I do agree. I was being a little facetious. saying कोई वोट नहीं करेगा अमित शाह के लिए.
Yeah.
But see, my point is not about कोई वोट करेगा. पहले तो he has to get through the process of getting all the what do you call it? Like last time, remember Modi beat out Advani, I think.
Okay. By the way, Anand, I will be listening to your points while having a cancer stick, which you must not smoke because it causes cancer, guys. But make sure to come back to the Bengal topic as soon as possible. Okay, go ahead.
Ready to Bengal only. I'm coming back to that one. I'm sticking all to Bengal. So he just like how Modi got all the different states, BJP state people to vote for him finally. When he first time when he became the nominee, right? Amit Shah will need to do the same thing. He will need to gather, because the reason Modi has gone through 3 years because he's delivered on his own. His charisma, everything. He all has that already, right? Amit Shah, you have not seen him with most people. Like you have not seen him interact with common public. You haven't seen him like that. He's not built that thing. Yogi has, by the way. He has done that in UP. Himanta has done that in Assam.
Yeah.
And those people have done that. Like Amit Shah has not. Amit Shah just talks to reporters. And that's basically what you get to hear from Amit Shah. You don't see him, and on Parliament, of course. So he's seen as a very good administrative guy. not like I have not seen him with voters. So they have first cobbled together that like factor to get all the MPs or the people who are part of the BJP to vote for him, to be the nominee. Right? So that's the first thing. Second thing is, you'd understand the minute the Modi is going to be out of the picture, Amit Shah is like, unless Modi specifically says I'm backing Amit Shah, right? So Amit Shah will start from scratch because everyone's going to be fighting for relevance. So even if he takes Bengal, how many seats is Bengal compared to UP? I think UP and Bihar are more valuable right now than Bengal would be.
UP has 80 seats, but UP gave BJP 35 seats. But if Bengal is won by BJP in 2026, you can guarantee 38 seats from Bengal as well.
So right now they did really well in Bihar, right? So the real thing would be whether UP elections and the Bengal. So both the UP election and the Bengal elections both are relevant to the conversation. That's what I'm saying. So while he may win, if he wins Bengal, again, like you said, slim majority, right? If it's slim majority, seats won't be like significantly this way or that way. So even if Mamta wins, are you saying?
Don't forget it's Bengal. It might be slim majority in 2026. In 2029, it's going to lead to landslides. That's how Bengal is, if you know what I mean.
Okay, like that. Okay. So basically, whoever wins will create the landslide, or will it be that the next stage will be a landslide? And
whoever wins will be a landslide.
Oh, is it?
If BJP wins in 2026, it will be a landslide for BJP in 2029.
So you're not saying it'll be on a knife's edge. They'll not sit on a knife's edge and you'll tip it over in either side. That is not what you're saying.
In 29?
In 2029, yeah. So imagine, like, you take example Karnataka, right? Karnataka has similar problem, right? So Karnataka is that if you're sitting on a knife's edge, next election you get one side, but it could be either side. It just depends how you organize the votes.
If 2026 is won by BJP, everything in Bengal is going to become BJP very soon.
Oh, interesting. That's
okay.
Yeah,
Bengal is that retarded.
Not retarded. I think it's just like they fly. They all what the rising tide lifts all boats type, like, or only the winners' boats. I don't know.
Yeah. You can put a lipstick on a pig; it's still a pig.
Interesting. Okay. Welcome, Bhupen. Yeah, I'll let you speak for a bit.
Okay. Bhupenda. Okay, Bhupenda's audio is not coming right now. By the way, Bhupenda, take some of these live chat questions as well, okay? Because some important questions have come. The Kamini Kanchan issue.
Are you going to pay me for this or what?
Swayam Seva.
Swayam Seva. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Volunteer. Yes. So how are BJP going to be able to prevent the Kamini Kanchan issue? Okay. Now non-Bengalis are not getting it at all. Wait. So in 2021, BJP was filled with issues of money and women issues. Okay. Is BJP going to be able to prevent it this time?
It has already crossed. What has already crossed the bridge. So.
Hey, to Swayam Seva korte ki internet chole gache. Your voice is breaking up. Your internet is gone. This is what happens with free internet. Is it mine?
Is it now?
No, Anand is coming fine. It's yours. Yes. Free guest ka aisa hi hota hai. Yeah, it's completely breaking up. Rejoin. Maybe restart the Wi-Fi or something. But until then, I will give it a go. This time it might be prevented, Moinak, just because people are that much more desperate. That we have to win this time. We are going to get too beaten up, become too irrelevant, etc. Just with basically it's wishful thinking, but that's the only hope that seems logical as well. Okay, who's a pure policy wonk in BJP? Gadkari. Center.
Gadkari is one. He's an implementation guy. He's not a policy guy. I think the policy guy would be someone like Nirmala Sitharaman. You look at how she lays out policy. It's very good actually. She's very good at it. I think Piyush Goyal also is quite good at policy. And our best friend from Bengal, Dr. Sanjeev Sanyal. He's the best.
He's not from BJP. He's a technocrat.
I mean, now he's from BJP. Bhai, you have to accept it. You accept that now. You've lost him to the BJP now.
Okay, is my audio okay now?
Yeah.
It's
Yes,
yeah.
it's very free. Yeah. Yeah. So, how do you think the money and women issue is going to be tackled by BJP?
That is already reached this crescendo in 2021. I think the Dilip Ghosh issue and few other things. So this already gone. So they know what happened and how it's happened.
Okay.
Next there are no tricks left.
Okay. Will BJP be able to fight as a team or work as a team, or internal conflicts will remain?
Okay. So first of all, correct, when you are looking at elections and winning elections, I'll go back to the quote, correct? So Prashant Kishore was fighting election in Bihar this time. So there is a very famous politician who said that first time you fight elections to lose elections, then you slowly build your cadre base. Okay, maybe after 2 or 3rd attempts, you would be in a position to actually make some inroads. So 2021 was that kind of what we say, the watershed moment, right? Where they were in a very good position, but they did not had the cadre base to actually, or the strategy to get things done as per requirement. With 2024 in hindsight, okay, so BJP not doing well in 24 in the national elections was a kind of a good thing that they did not do well. So they knew what was need to be fixed. So they had to just to actually plan it and make those corrections this time. And this Sheikh Hasina thing, correct, whatever is happening in February elections in Bangladesh. So I would say, not to be insensitive to what's happening in Bangladesh, BJP needed that one X factor. Okay? That is the Bangladeshi Hindu issue. So that is has like given the people of Bengal the emotional pull to actually make the change, because as you know, correct, corruption is part of the whole society. So they have been immune to this kind of thing. But this existential crisis, what they see happening across the border, and Bangladesh is going to be on boil for next till the election happens. February, there's an election happening, but it's going to be very volatile. So there probably won't be any government or national unity government forming maybe in March or April. Okay. So Bangladesh issue is going to be very hot for next 2-3 months, and that is going to, if it is utilized well, okay, for the BJP, then that X factor which was not there in 2021, that will be there for BJP to utilize and make that 3 to 4% vote change, 38% to 42%. So if you're going to, now we have around maybe let's say 70 lakh votes removed, correct? So if, and that about 70% on a conservative mark, the 70% votes are for TMC of this 70 lakh votes which are being removed. So now you are looking at from the previous data, BJP stands let's say around 40+%, and TMC stands around maybe at the same number. So BJP needs to strike that 4% mark, and that 4% mark will be coming from that emotional pull of Bangladesh issue.
I definitely see real emotional pull because of the Bangladesh issue. I talked to some former CPIM voters, young guys, that said that they use the word that, wait, we don't even know if we will survive or not, so we need to vote for BJP and stuff. And as for the SIR, someone was mentioning that SIR is backfiring on BJP, etc. But you see, there was a window that the state government could have applied in for re-inclusion of some names if you think that they were missed out by the SIR process by mistake. Okay, if they are legitimate people, they are alive, and their names were not there in the list. The state government sent 3 names Total just 3. So pretty much 57,997,000, some number basically. That's all real fake votes that have been now destroyed because of the SIR, and the number is going to increase with the next rounds. So that's real stuff. All of that vote was not going to BJP. All of those fake votes, dead voters, illegal immigrant votes, all of that was going to Trinamool. So that vote is definitely going away from Trinamool. Now, there was a very important question here, Bhupendra.
Let me debunk this on first principles. This idea of votes with the SIR affecting BJP voters, right? It makes no sense. I'll tell you why. See, first of all, the only reason SIR will affect anyone is if they are genuine voters of the BJP. Remember, they were genuine voters of BJP, and SIR damaged their ability to vote for the BJP. And then, out of anger, and then they will have access to the voting ability. So the only thing it will damage a BJP vote is when you're a BJP voter, SIR affects your ability to vote, right? And then you are able to vote because TMC helped you get the vote. Then you're like, okay, I'll vote for TMC. Logically, that's when you will lose your faith in the political party. People are already not going to vote for the BJP, are not going to vote for BJP just because SIR, like, that makes no sense. Like that's a list of point, right?
Yeah.
Secondly, SIR only it affects people who have been putting fake voters in place of other people. They are the ones who get affected by things like SIR. So you have to determine which parties were doing this. Was it the CPM? I don't think so. Mostly communists don't do this shit. I mean, I don't think they do it. They tend to be very above board. They're very rabid, but they tend to be above board in these kind of things. I think the TMC does it. I think the Congress does it, and I think the so-called Islamic parties in Bengal do it. But maybe BJP does it, but mostly I think it is these three groups. So SIR will affect them. I think, right?
Yeah.
So even if 3 or even 10,000 people whose names were gone to the EC and the EC had approved them, I doubt they would be BJP voters, in my opinion. So BJP is not lost any vote. It benefits from the fact that other people's votes are reduced, in my opinion.
Okay, Moinagda is pointing out that total was 8 from all parties. So 8 from all parties, maybe those 8 people could have voted for BJP, but they are not going to. That's the worst case scenario for BJP from SIR. Avtudni is bring out a nightmare situation again. What would be your reaction if BJP vote percentage decreases and there is a surge of CPIM in this election? I would not be that surprised if BJP's vote percentage decreases. If BJP loses, none of that is going to surprise me really, because we are still yet to get a confirmation on the setting issue or the setting theory or setting not existing anymore. Okay, we will find that out only on the results day, that whether the setting has now gone away or not. Until then, it's just a mystery. Now, surge of CPIM, definitely I expect a little, because Trinamool wants with all their heart that CPIM does well this time so that they can cut Hindu votes. They're going to help them, make way for them, etc. Okay.
Can I ask a question about this thing about
go ahead.
So my question fundamentally is, let's assume that there are some Hindu votes that go to CPIM. They're commie Hindus.
Yeah.
Why? When would they ever voted for BJP in the first place?
Yeah, good question. The point. The situation is that a lot of them are going to be. They were on the verge of making their minds up about voting for BJP, but right at that point, they see that CPIM seems to be doing well. It's all over on social media. They are doing great campaigns because the Trinamool is letting them deliberately do that. Maybe some funds are going to CPIM even. Then they're going to be again get convinced that, okay, now the algorithm has convinced me that CPIM is doing well. So why not then let's go for my old love, not this new girlfriend.
So that still is not votes that the BJP already had. It is potential.
No, they were about to have. Yeah.
Even then, that's a chance. Remember, you understand again, the framing of what the BJP in Bengal is specifically is a non-commie Hindu voter. Remember, the way the BJP is framed in the Bengali mind is they cannot be they're communist, anti everything communists stand for. So communists who actually believes in communism strongly would never vote for the BJP, would never even wanted to vote for the BJP. So the ones who will go from the TMC or from the Islamic parties to the communists would be their voter, not the potential voter for the BJP. We are being gaslit to think that this is the voter that will go. Because what will happen? Well, you know what political people do this? They do this to make you not even want to go to approach them. You get scared, you're like, oh, itna effort dalunga, but they'll actually vote for the CPI. Why did I put any effort? Let me just back off. So BJP should not, and I think the BJP will not. He will try every single voter, even people who will not vote for them. They will go and try to get them to vote. So,
but on the other hand, Anand, just one moment, Bhuvendra. Shomik Bhattacharya, the new president of Bengal BJP, has made clear signals to specifically CPM voters and CPM kind of voters. Okay, by speaking in a certain way, speaking in a certain dialect of Bengali, specific word choices, which only appeals to the Brahmin Vaidya Kaista kind of people of Kolkata or their adjacent or those wannabe Brahmin Vaidya Kaistas of the entire state. Okay, which is all CPM voters practically. So, and he has made clear inroads into their hearts by saying good things about past CPM leaders, saying things like, "Oh, but we can never say that Biman Bose was a thief. Surjakanta Mishra was never a thief. Buddhadev Bhattacharya was never a thief. They have all spent lives of an ascetic all their lives, even though they could have gained anything they wanted because of their positions in Bengal politics, but they didn't. So we have massive respect for them, etc." These things have genuinely positively affected CPM voters, who are therefore warming up to BJP just to defeat Trinamool. But at the last moment, if they see CPM surging that strongly, if that's ensured by Trinamool, then they won't end up voting for BJP.
Again, I have a counter for this. See, you understand. If CPIM is seen as a significant pole opposite the Trinamool, then the Trinamool is admitting that they're losing. Remember, it is a double-edged sword. Then their own voters, the Trinamool voters, will get panicked. See, you understand, they have to keep their voters confident, and they have to convince them such a way that only Trinamool and CPIM are in the fight, which I don't think any Bengali is going to believe. I'm sorry, that I think don't think any person in Bengal believes that it's only CPIM versus Trinamool. It is clearly a BJP versus Trinamool, and CPIM saying, "Can I gobble a few votes on the sidelines?" Right? Yeah. So, no matter what drama the Trinamool does, and if you are correct that the Shukanta Mujumdar, what's his name? I forgot his name.
Shomik Bhattacharya.
Shomik Bhattacharya is making outreach to the communist voters. They will still it's more realistic. Occam's razor tells you that they will think BJP will win. Some rabid commies may vote for the CPIM, but the ones who are like, "Oh, I'm going to get swayed by these sweet words," will vote for the BJP rather. It makes more sense. You get more bang for your buck by voting for the BJP. That's the point.
Yeah. Bhupendra, did you have anything else to add on some other topic, or are you going to take this question? Because this, you might be able to better answer this. Yeah.
We'll take this question. What is the question? SIR jonno Motuara impacted হয়েছে সেটার জন্য BJP back.
Yeah, have the Motuas been impacted by the SIR? And is BJP on the back foot because of this?
No, nothing. See, it's all. See, one more thing on this point. Correct. This actually coming from the election campaign blitz run by the TMC IT cell. Correct, on social media. But if you're going to go to the Motua Bustis and talk to people, right, then you will get a very different idea. So people are perceptions comes from the marketing blitz which is happening. And there's one more thing which is also important. If you see the Delhi election, also the Haryana elections, the timing of BJP campaign is very peculiar. Even when even Mr. Ajit Bharti in his programs has mentioned that Congress and Aam Aadmi Party is doing marketing blitz, doing campaigns, and BJP is doing nothing. That was a complaint from Mr. Ajit Bharti, who is a seasoned political commentator. But when BJP started their campaign at the later stage, because there is a psychology involved here. Generally, what happens if a voter will make up their mind around a month to 15 days. So if I'm going to vote for TMC or I'm going to vote for BJP or any other party, I would actually make up my mind maybe at the earliest 1 month before the election is there. It's my mind is made up. There will be people who will be fluctuating, those called floating voters. But generally, they will make up their mind. I am going to vote for this party, and that's only 1 month ahead of the voting date. So that's why the campaign, when it starts, correct, the way the campaign will start. So a lot of these things are there, but they are just for the perception creation, perspective creation for the masses. But if the voters have made his mind, I'm going to vote for that party, he's not going to change that voting pattern drastically, even if there is a marketing blitz and campaign going on the social media and other platforms. They will not change.
Yeah, a late campaign definitely has its advantages because you don't reach any saturation point like Trinamool has already reached. But on the other hand, for certain candidates of BJP, like maybe some MLA candidate in some official village, etc., town, etc., where if they put up a significant fight, they can win. In those places, the villagers might have the impression that since they have not been campaigning for the last 4 months, therefore it means that they are weak on the ground. Therefore, what's even the point of voting for them? They are maybe not serious about it, etc. Because that's one significant complaint I keep hearing about people who have not voted for BJP, who definitely want to vote for BJP, but are absolutely convinced that BJP is not going to win, solely based on this one flawed point, which is a complete flaw, but they're convinced of it, and therefore we can't really do anything about it, which is that there's no ground presence of BJP. Therefore, they're not serious about winning. Therefore, what's even the point? I want to vote for them, but what's the point? But they are, of course, ignoring that Trinamool did not have any significant ground support and stuff even in 2011. But they are too young to remember that. Now, in order to change that impression, BJP will have to pretend to be on the ground by doing election campaigns for more than 1 month. That's the problem.
Yeah. So see that's what the timing of election campaign is very important for BJP, because BJP does it. They have their own way of doing things. So and one more thing also is there. Actually, we are ignoring about 22 lakh people are actually outside Bengal working as migrant laborers. Correct. So when you talk about, correct, even the villages are not connected what's happening outside West Bengal in terms of development, jobs, and all those things. With 15 years of TMC rule, and the number is 2.2 million, maybe it's higher, who knows, that even the villages are not immune to what's happening in Tamil Nadu, what's happening in Karnataka, what's happening in Gujarat. So even in the villages, that perception that people don't know what's happening in India, that is reduced drastically. Now people know that if I go to Karnataka or Gujarat, I will earn a 700 rupees wage, while in Bengal I am barely getting 300 rupees. So that silo is also being broken. So that.
Oh, by the way, Bhupenda, I think. Yeah, go on.
So these silos are actually underneath the data that we are unable to read.
Yeah, because our data collection is hot shit. Bhupenda, months back we had discussed this point that Trinamool will bring back, practically carry them on their shoulders back to West Bengal just to vote for them. And BJP will also have to do that. BJP is, you had said that BJP is also planning to do that. Do you have any updates on that based on your secret connections?
You're talking about migrant voters.
Yeah.
That it has actually failed. Nobody has come. See that.
No.
People are
on the day of elections, at least. Will BJP be able to bring a lot of their voters, their potential voters?
No, from outside the state you're talking about.
Yeah.
No, nothing. See that program that they had, correct, to actually they will pay 5,000, 10,000 rupees to the migrant.
Yeah, Trinamool, so it has failed. Yes. Yeah.
No. BJP will not be doing anything.
I see.
No, you will see large numbers of bookings. Remember, all migrant workers have to book their tickets back. The agents can't magically fly there, right? So they will book their tickets back, and you will see large amounts of influx of bookings on the railways on the east coast, especially from Bangalore, Hyderabad, all heading back to Bengal. So I have not seen any.
I'm not sure. See, there is a pattern among Biharis, people from Bihar and UP who do that, but I am not familiar with the data that even people from Bengal do it or not. Yes. I believe it's not. No Bengali laborer is going to spend 2,000 rupees, come back and vote for any party. I don't think that's a Bengali
Yeah.
behavior.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
agree
not
with Bhupender here. They just don't care about Bengal all that much. Now, to be fair to Masterstroke Vadis, there have been significant Trinamool losses in narratives. Okay, 2, 3 I can just think of off the top of my head. Policies that have clearly failed flat on their faces. Okay, one is the issue of Bengalis being attacked outside. They have only recently propped that up again because of that guy getting beaten to death in Odisha. But it had pretty much died down completely. They were not saying that anymore because they realized that it's not working. No one is giving a shit about it. Then that Amader Pada, Amader something, they had come up with the idea of neighborhood-based solutions, some neighborhood camps where people will go to discuss their problems, and all their problems will be solved that have not been solved for 15 years by the government. But now the MLA and the councillor will suddenly magically solve it. That policy has completely failed. No one is giving a shit about it because, firstly, the budget for that was set about at 10,000 crores, and they
10.
not 10, I think 10. And they did not actually have 10,000 crores. They decided that they'll take a lot of the percentages of the disaster management fund and spend it there. They did 1 to 2 camps in every town and in every neighborhood, and then they stopped it completely because people were not showing up. Then the migrant labor thing, okay, they said that we'll give you 5,000 rupees, come back, vote for us. People said, not happening. We don't even wash our butts for 5,000 rupees outside. Like we met a guy in Pune, at a bar outside Ferguson, opposite Ferguson College, okay, where Savarkar was, of course, not lucky enough to have sat there and chilled. But we met a Bengali guy there as well.
How sad for Savarkar.
Yeah. Finally something. Oh, by the way, it's Saurabh Nayak from Maharashtra was saying that what's the caste situation like in Bengal? Completely irrelevant. In the world of politics, there's no caste. So the waiter who was serving us there, so of course our Hindutva bros asked him, what do you think of Bengal? Are you going to go back to vote for Didi and stuff? He said, what? Absolutely not. And he said that just for just for pouring the drinks, he said, Dada, just for pouring the drinks, some of my friends here make 20,000 rupees, 30,000 rupees. For what are we going to go back to Bengal? In what world is that even possible? Okay. And another thing I wanted to point out to Saurabh
for Didi's dance moves.
Yes. Ashkecham is saying Savarkar was lucky enough to visit Kalapani. Yes, we just had some yellow pani outside his college, unfortunately. But Saurabh, caste is so irrelevant in the world of politics, and it's so under talked about that people have no awareness of it at all. Maybe people outside the state, especially upper caste who are fed up with caste politics, will say that yes, that's why Bengal is so awesome, etc. Mysteriously, it doesn't seem to show up in any data where Bengal is awesome. But mysteriously, just because we don't have caste politics, that makes us very awesome, according to Ashish Dharivan. Now, I have some acquaintances, okay, where, let's say, they're a couple, and one of the spouses is Banerjee, Mukherjee and stuff, and their husbands are like, even if they're Kayastha or lower caste, etc., they are married, they're happily married, there's no caste in between them, their parents have not opposed to it and stuff. But the Brahmin woman, keeps their Brahmin surnames, okay. There is apparently caste even in phonetics, okay. They refuse to change their Banerjee, Mukherjee surnames into Shampui, Dolui, Shaha, Basu or Mondol, just because it doesn't sound cool enough. And it makes perfect sense to me, because we have grown up pronouncing those names, Bhattacharya, Bandyopadhyay, with a lot of respect, okay. Because all my life I heard Mamata Banerjee's name was Mamata Banerjee. That's why I still go on deliberately saying Mamata Banerjee, just to piss people off. Because just in the last like 5-6 years, out of the blue, she became Mamata Bandyopadhyay. Never in my 30 years I had heard Mamata Bandyopadhyay. Out of the blue, she becomes Bandyopadhyay, just because it sounds more respectable. So people, knowingly or unknowingly, are definitely playing phonetics casteism, okay? Now the surnames Shaha, Mondol, Shapui, Dolui, they just don't have that gravitas. And therefore, those women are saying in front of their husbands that I am not changing my surname to my husband's surname ever, just because my surname sounds cooler. And the husband sits there, stands there laughing, smiling. He doesn't know that's casteism. If this conversation had taken place outside Bengal, there would be hell to pay. There would be a fire at that woman's house. People would burn down her home and stuff. Okay, that's how irrelevant caste is to Bengal's politics. And to Ashish Zard, yes, that's why Bengal is so awesome.
It's so unfeminist of you. Women should be allowed to keep
Yes.
their caste. How dare you?
Yeah. Yeah, a woman should be allowed to keep her father's caste name. Yes.
I'll never
Okay.
get. I once had an argument with a. I didn't want to get to that. Okay, but there was this one Bengali girl on Threads, and she's giving this big lecture about how Brahminism is horrible, and I want to reject Brahminism. Like, do you know your last name is Banerjee? She's like, I hate my last name. I don't want it. I'm like, then go and change it. Go to the registrar, remove your last name, just be your first name. Put your last name as maybe Bharat. That Bharat, maybe that's your last name. She's like, no, you tell me I have to remove my last name. What is your authority? I'm like, I'm just asking you to follow your own principles. And she's like, I can't take you. You want misogynist people. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. And then I was like, okay, I now understand what Niranjan keeps talking about.
Yeah. Saurabh is saying that women everywhere are now not changing their names just because of the paperwork hassle. No. The women I'm talking about are deliberately saying that we don't want to change our surnames because our husband's surnames are not cool enough. And by cool enough, they are unknowingly acknowledging the casteism we have, that subconscious casteism we have done against lower castes forever. That why do we consider those surnames uncool? Because we have not seen any cool person from those castes. Which means there is casteism in Bengal, which means those castes have not progressed in society and had upward mobility to become cool people in society. Okay. Esdind is saying, but you can't compare Haryana, Delhi with Bengal. RSS Shakhas already had a strong ground presence in those states. It's not the case. How will they campaign in such a big state in just 15-30 days? Our RSS, in-house RSS defender will be responsible for this answer.
Campaign has already started from last year.
Nice. That's cool.
But where are they getting the people to do it?
Oh, that it happens. So
Don't tell man. Then this all the TMC
no, person to person.
Okay. Shaikh is saying these political parties are like companies and the voters are akin to investors. They try their best to ensure that the investors are confident of their choice or they might sway. It's all. Yeah, that's the thing. So they need a vibe test.
I have an interesting question.
Yeah.
What do you think Adhiranjan Chaudhary's meeting of Modi signifies?
Either he joins BJP or he's going to do all sorts of shenanigans to make sure BJP wins there.
Adhiranjan Chaudhary, his seat,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
He lost his seat to a Gujarati after Mamta was like, oh, but what Bangla Poko is it? What's the word? Only Banglas, right? And then she's like, she brings a Gujarati to his seat and gets him kicked out of his seat because they all voted for the Muslim. That was the most funniest part of the election. I was like, what the hell is going on? He must be like, Rahul Gandhi told me that I can fight my seat, and look at what happened. That was
and one more thing actually we are ignoring, like we people who read books and maybe use our brains a little bit more than others.
Yeah, the RSS critique of CTP folks, guys, be ready.
See, we have to understand most people actually vote not based on like all the facts and figures, but at the core emotional level. Correct? People vote emotionally. Vibe people are voting. That's the majority of the voting population. Correct. So so that's why, correct, in Madhya Pradesh you had 10,000 rupees Ladki Behna or Ladli Behna given just before that election happened in 2024. So people vote on emotions. People are not voting on and correct. There's a long-term memory as well. Correct. There's a long-term memory which people actually keep. People think, okay, people are forgetting, but many people have not forgotten what happened in 21. People still remember. People still remember what happened in 2024. So there's a long-term memory and also an emotional pull. So that's why I'm saying that the Bangladesh issue is elephant in the room, which nobody is addressing, and that's why you see a lot of Bengali sentiment is being pinched upon by the TMC campaign to actually make them feel like we are Bengali, but that's also falling flat. Correct. So I see one thing. I am observing a lot of Bengali media because of some other things. The kind of campaign they are running in terms of topics they are choosing, issues that they are highlighting, they have already lost their expiry. Like whatever they are trying to do in terms of their political campaigning on social media, specifically, because I'm not there, it has already lost its relevance. It's not there. They are run out of ideas. The TMC campaign, and which I am which is surprising.
So related to this, I'm very curious. So right now, let's not look at the illegal immigrants or the Muslim community. Let's say just generally Bengalis who are not part of either group. Now, what they see in Bangladesh, are they worried that it's going to spread to Bengal, or they're not?
Yeah.
Okay.
They are.
Okay, very good question. See, what has happened after 5th of August 2024, it has actually turned the overturned window in terms of identifying themselves as global humans, or I am Marxwadi or Orbadi, to an existential crisis. 5th of August 2024 has created an existential crisis on every spectrum of voter, from TMC, CPM, whoever they are voting for. So that Bengali identity, which was actually subsumed by their own political ideologies, has come forth, and that overturned window is already there. It has actually accelerated it.
No, but my question is different. My question is, okay, let's assume that Bengali identity is strong. But my question is, do they identify with the Bangladeshi, or do they identify with the Hindu going through difficulty in Bangladesh? That's the question I'm asking.
They do now. They do now.
Specifically, the Hindus of Bangladesh, what's happening, they have seen it. See, they have also experienced it, correct? So NEERAJAN's family, his forefathers came from that place, correct? So that long-term memory is there. Nobody talks about it. But now they have to deal with that problem that they have suppressed for 50 years.
No, but when I've been listening to a lot of Bengalis talk about this concept, right? Like even Abhijay Mitra said, I'm a Bangladeshi. Like to me, the idea of Bangladesh can be two things, right? It can either be the Bengali identity as a unified whole, or it can be the partition based on religion. Now, I'm a little confused, right? At this point, I'm a little confused. What is the Bangladeshi identity? Is it the Bengali nationalism that I've heard about a lot? Or is it the Islamic Bengali, the Muslim Bengali who's like, I want my own state? That's my question.
Up until Sheikh Hasina's fall, forever the discourse surrounding partition was that there was blame to be shared on both sides, and in the end religion is bad, etc. And therefore Bengali identity is paramount. Since Sheikh Hasina's fall, it is no longer that. People have truly been fed up. Therefore, commies are now are actually protesting these things. CPIM has actually done protest march because of Dipu Das. A lot of idiot right-wingers are saying that, oh, see, CPIM is doing protests for Maduro. They did not do protests for Bangladeshis. No, they absolutely did. Countless CPIM rallies have come out in support of Dipu Das's, protesting Dipu Das's murder, okay? And Bengali news channels have, for the first time, used words like Hindus are getting killed. Hindu hotta, okay? Earlier they used to say Shankhalugu hotta, okay? The word Hindu was absolutely a dirty word. It was absolutely clear to us subconsciously forever growing up that we don't use the word Hindu ever. We are either Bengalis, Indians, etc. Hindu, definitely no. Now people are saying that Hindus are getting killed in Bangladesh. And yes, maybe in partition there was blame to be shared on both sides. But now who is doing it? And when some people take a little one step, two steps towards that direction, that yes, but today Hindus are getting killed in Bangladesh, and to that extent that's not happening to Muslims in India. Why then are we saying that it's equal on both sides? He is on one hand met with such vehement opposition from the hard left commies and Islamists that he gets so pissed off, he immediately becomes either an Islamophobe or becomes a right winger or both. On the other hand, with those 1-2 baby steps towards this discourse, he gets into an algorithm of Indian right wing, where he is fed with J. Sai Deepak, Sanjeev Sanyal, Anand Ranganathan videos. Therefore, he gets very easily into that direction very quickly again. Okay, so that has definitely happened in Bengal, in Kolkata, in the last 1.5 years.
Okay, so that's interesting. That makes my thing a little more clear. No, the next question again, to break this down again. See, now let's observe this. So the Bangladeshi Hindu, is he now seen as an Indian Bengali? Because technically, if that is what the Bangladeshi identity is, the Islamist Bengali, the one who became Muslim and is like, I want a separate country. So do Bengalis in West Bengal think that the Bangladeshi Hindu technically is just a Bengali? They're actually a Hindu, they're Indian Bengali. They're stuck on the other side of the border.
Almost, but what they will say on to your faces is that he needs to be brought here as soon as possible. Why isn't Modi doing that?
Okay,
They
so
definitely want them here.
Good. Exactly, you're coming to my point. Now, suppose TMC and BJP get into a battle about this topic. Does it affect the voting patterns? That's my question.
Yes, because Trinamool has no narrative on that. They have completely dropped the ball on that issue. They have absolutely screwed that up. They should have taken one side. They did not pick any side. They did not pick the Islamist side. They did not pick the Hindu side. Therefore,
Correct.
they are more screwed on that.
I noticed that. So my question is that will the BJP benefit in any specific way, and are they going to take any action?
Absolutely. Action on this, meaning on Bangladesh or on this issue? Or
Imagine if at some point in the next, just before the election happens, let's assume this is I'm just talking out of my hat. I'm not sure it happens. If they take a sliver of, there's a thumb on the top near the Siliguri corridor. If that thumb is cut and camps are put there for protection of any Hindus who are coming over the border, does that benefit the BJP?
If they do that, that will benefit the BJP, but I don't think that stuff is going to happen. No significant geopolitics stuff is going to happen because of this, especially with the Chinese airbase in Lalmonirhat. You know that, right? That there is a Chinese airbase in Lalmonirhat, right near the Chicken's Neck.
They can't do it.
Yeah.
No, there is no base. No Chinese
even if it's there, it's a worthless base. Like literally, we just need.
There is no Chinese base in Lalmonirhat. It is not there.
I'm saying even if it's there, one artillery shell will destroy it in 2 minutes. Like there's no value in the having a air base so close to the
Chinese are not stupid enough to build a base 20 kilometers from the Indian border.
It's very stupid.
It is just done to spite Indians, because if we actually fire that artillery shell, then it's going to escalate.
It doesn't matter.
Chinese are smart. Chinese are smart. They will not make that investment at all because they like their money. Correct? They are not going to.
I've wargamed quite a bit. Let's give you an example. Okay, let's assume that we do fire a shell and we escalate. What can the Chinese even do? See, you have to supply that airbase. You have to have access to lot of things you require to have a.
I'm not saying entire Indochina war is going to happen just from Lalmonirhat. I'm saying that Lalmonirhat base is there for show. It's there to spite you and maybe to provoke you. So that if you do an escalation, then the all hell is going to break loose on you from other spots, not from just Lalmonirhat.
We provoked them by hitting Gilgit-Baltistan, doing Sindoor. The Chinese will do nothing. They
had prior knowledge, I'm sure.
No, they're a paper tiger. With Venezuela it happened. With opposition it happened.
Iran,
Unless they are not going to do anything. Seriously, I'm telling you, the Chinese are very smart people. They only go for engagements they think they can win, and they will never.
And why can't they win this?
They can't. You can't supply that area. Literally, it's impossible.
Then what is do you think stopping Modi from fucking Bangladesh up right now?
Because his focus is on economy right now. Because we have multiple problems. First of all, we have the sanction, the tariffs. We have 2 sets of tariffs right now, right? He's waiting for those tariffs to be gotten rid of. Secondly, he's waiting for specific elections to finish. Tamil Nadu election is very critical. The Bengal election is very critical. Any actions he will take. Just before the election, he does something, will it benefit? That's just the thumb, not about the entire thing. I'm saying just the thumb.
Niranda, the whole Bangladeshi administration is American.
Yes.
Do you think America is going to allow a Chinese base in Lalmonirhat?
No.
If they
And
have to
the
keep up
Bangladesh-
facades, yes.
No, the Bangladeshi is not as complex as the Pakistani military establishment as well. So the Pakistani is able to do
Oh,
this
yeah.
thing because they're able to play multiple.
Americans can never tolerate any Chinese. Americans can't tolerate Chinese sitting across the border in Myanmar.
Yes.
They are tolerating it in Pakistan because Pakistan is very good at this shit. Okay? That you have to give them. They're the ultimate prostitutes for everyone.
You can't compare Pakistan with Bangladesh.
Yeah, that's my point.
Whole different ballgame.
Yeah, true. Yeah. So you all are saying that China is not a threat at all.
No, not in
In
Bangladesh.
Eastern Corridor, no. In the Eastern Corridor, there is no threat.
I'm worried
Chinese
about
are
Manipur.
Chinese will never fight a war, okay, because they are smart enough to know that if I fight a war, it's going to affect my economy. My economy is fucked anyway, so they are not going to do it. Chinese are smart people.
Then why do we keep losing some stretches of land to China every now and then?
Because that land is not easily defensible. That's why. See,
That
you understand.
that
We don't have
that
some money to
itself.
do that.
Wait. That itself again is a kind of a propaganda. Correct? So when people saying India has lost this amount of land and this amount of land, correct? First of all, that border is not demarcated.
Yeah, that's true.
There is a difference between a demarcated border and not demarcated border. The line of actual control, LAC, is in many places it is not demarcated. Like there is no boundary saying, okay, I am here. Correct. So what happens is that sometimes Indians will be there and sometimes they will be there. There is an unofficial agreement that I will not put my troops here and you will not put troops there.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that border is not demarcated. So that's why the opposition will claim, okay, it isn't there, but on ground, nothing like that happens.
No, so I'll tell you one more thing. This is very interesting. So the way, I think you heard about the Galwan clash, right? Before we basically calmed things down. We had taken the upper reaches of some. I think I can't remember which place. We'd taken upper reaches somewhere. In all battle, the higher vantage point always wins. Like you literally can beat the enemy if you're higher up, and by a significant margin, even better.
Yeah.
So we have one benefit. If we can get to the other side of the Himalayas, and we take control of higher points, the Chinese are basically on the plains permanently, right? Literally the entire Tibetan plateau is below the Himalayas. So they want to keep pushing in such a way that they are on a higher vantage point. And finally, so the mistake we made was we never started building roads into higher vantage points. Now what is happening is we are building our infrastructure closer and closer into the Himalayas. So if tomorrow a battle starts, and this happens in all war games, you go straight for the high points and you set up there. And you wait for the enemy to come to you. And then you inflict large amounts of casualties on them. So what we will do is bring large amounts of troops to high vantage points, and we'll hold that land. And basically, it'll become like a zone where the Chinese keep throwing people and they all die. But the Chinese are not stupid. We don't need to take more land. We just need to hold vantage points. That's all. High points. And basically, the Chinese are basically.
And they are going to not have any problems with us having great vantage points.
No, they will complain, but they can't do anything about it. Because again, you can't fly aircraft like really good, high quality aircraft in that place. It's very difficult.
Let me address that question. For next 50 years, okay, that is my assumption or assessment, whatever you can say. For next 50 years, okay, China and India are never going to fight a conventional war. Yeah, there will be skirmishes here and there, will be there. For next 50 years minimum, there won't be any physical conflict between India and China. There will be skirmishes which will happen time and time here and there, and then they will talk, and we'll say, okay, we talk. It is not. It's a tacit thing which people will never tell, but it's never going to happen.
Yeah,
it's never going to happen because it's never going to happen only if both countries know each other's red lines clearly, and if that has been communicated. The problem is we don't know what those red lines are.
That is already been done, because end of the day, India wants their economy to prosper. China wants their economy to prosper. That is a red line that they have drawn for themselves. India is not going to fight about China because they know that whatever gains they have made in the economic and other things, it will get 10 years behind. One war and you are 10 years, 20 years behind the curve, whatever you have gains you have made. China is the same. So China knows what it needs to do. They will fight here and there. We will have maybe one more Galwan or one more Pangsongle. It will happen, but it's not going to escalate into what happened in Pakistan.
So let me address this thing. So he's right that China has a large flat plateau on the other side. We don't need to go into the plateau. If we enter the plateau, then they have benefit. Like they can literally have sight of our troop movements, and they have air power that can hit us. But we will never go into the plateau. That's my point. We will never enter into. We can never liberate Tibet, unfortunately. India can never liberate Tibet. That's why the Tibetans have basically given up on the fact that they can take it back. Only Tibetans can take back Tibet. Okay, so it's literally that's the reality. But the second thing is, the second thing is, you would understand right now. China, I was mentioning this on Nava's channel as well earlier today. See, China holds large amounts of US dollars. Okay, if anything happens to China, the US may do all kinds of nonsense, saying, "Oh, prop up China, go against China, India, challenge them." The US does not want the Chinese economy to die. The Chinese don't want the US economy to die. You understand? They both basically they're in a parasitic relationship, and they just keep feeding away.
Tango.
It's a death tango. Okay, so they will not want. First of all, they will not want a conflict between India and China, because if conflict between India and China, all those US dollars are going to start being used for this only, and the US doesn't want that to happen. They want China to be held back. That's it. So the US can be the predominant power in the world.
See, let's think of China as the corrupt police station here, where you just pay some money and everyone goes home happy. And we have been keeping them happy. Our trade deficit goes higher and higher every passing minute. So they are probably going to be happy with that.
It is no. Trade deficit actually is reducing, correct, in terms of exports that we are doing. It's the data is there. It is.
What about imports from China? Has that decreased?
No. Imports from China has increased, but on the other hand, exports from India has also increased. That the number nobody talks about.
Right.
Export from India is also increasing at the same time, and that will continue because there's a transition happening. There is
because you have to pay the police officer. Yes.
No. The Foxconn factory, which is moving from China to Chennai and Bengaluru, you will have to import from China.
Correct.
So there would be a short-term, mid-term increase in number in the deficit.
Of course.
You have to see the economy. There are maybe billion dollars of imports are coming. Number of $1 billion of imports are coming from China to actually shift the factory from China to here. So in the short term and mid-term, there will be an increase in the deficit. But that is not it's not going to continue. And also there is diversification from also exports from India as well. That's also happening. And one more thing. China, India, and US, correct? US cannot afford China breaking down or its economy going down, because then it affects the US economy itself. China cannot screw US economy, okay, because then Chinese economy goes for a toss.
They can't screw the economy quickly. They can screw it slowly.
Quickly. So same thing also applies for India and China as well. Okay. They know their red lines that both countries are going to suffer significant economic losses if they have a conflict. So they are going to have a
back to Bengal now.
Measured.
Back to Bengal.
Okay. I have one specific question to ask Bhupenda. First, we'll take some audience questions here. So basically, the Bengalis have been shaken out of their PTSD with what's happening in Bangladesh. Yes, pretty much. This is an important question. Similar violence happened in 2001. Why didn't that make a difference? Social media? Yes, 50% because of social media. 50% even if there was social media, it would not have made that big of a difference, because the general Overton window inside India was in a different planet altogether back then. We would not have given a shit. People like me, I personally would not have given a shit. We would have said that it's Bangladesh's problem. Bangladesh is going to solve it. Their seculars, their liberals are going to solve it. We are going to care about our Muslims here. So that ship has sailed. Therefore, 2001 would not have made any dent. Okay. My question to Bhupenda is, what kind of post-poll violence are you expecting, both if Trinamool wins and BJP wins?
That's a very difficult question. If we have
Have you been
BJP
following
win, I think,
Abhishek's speeches?
yeah, I am following Abhishek's speeches.
You are seeing that in every chance he gets, every speech he gives, every press conference, it's practically a call for violence.
It means that he's telling his people not to do violence.
Mm,
What 5D
No, I
chess is
think
this?
it's-
What
I think-
Swayam
I think
Seva
it's-
is this?
Yes.
I think you took Abhishek Banerjee, right? Mamta's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Abhishek. See, I'll say it very simply. For me, the minute someone calls her, like, the dog whistles, it means they're scared of losing. The fear of loss is coming in the minute they start talking like this. So that means,
See,
at some
I
level
agree
of
with
ground-
you up until that point. They might be afraid, yes, but what if they in the end win? That at that point, their cadre back then on the ground, who has heard Abhishek for the last 5 months saying that, okay, don't let any of these fuckers go scot free. At that point, he's not going to think, oh, he was just scared and let's therefore now not kill any BJP supporters.
No, that's, I agree with you. But my point is, it is very interesting thing that only people who are on the ground getting information that they might be losing will be scared of losing, especially after they were so confident for so many years. So there is definitely some. If you're saying this is so frequent, there's a palpable fear of actually they might lose, which is a significant departure from what was happening last time. Last time they were so cocky, right? I think BJP was also cocky at the same time, because I think that was more like the fake bravado which they normally have before every election. But this is
Yeah, that's
this is
Dilip Ghosh
happening.
for you.
Not just Dilip Ghosh, bhai. Amit Shah. I've seen 3 elections
right.
he ran for. All 3 said, "Oh, we will get 75% of the vote." I'm like, 75% of the seats. I'm like, dude, you're not stupid.
Yeah, Bhupenda, your thoughts on Abhishek?
Yeah.
First Abhishek,
Yes,
then
yes.
if BJP wins.
Okay, so if BJP wins, there would be minimal violence. There won't be that kind of violence which happens with TMC. And if TMC wins, correct, you have to remember it was Dilip Ghosh and a lot of other things which are happening. So now we have Subhendu as the primary henchman, okay, like doing the campaigning for BJP. So you might see a bit more of resistance than what we have seen in 2021.
Acha, Bhupenda, correct me if I'm wrong, Dilip Ghosh was also one of those people who switched off their phones on that day, right? On those days of post-poll violence?
Many people.
But including Dilip Ghosh, right?
Dilip Ghosh as well.
And Shubhendu didn't. Shubhendu didn't switch off his phone.
Subhendu was not at that time, he was not a player, correct? Right now, the unofficial face of BJP is Subhendu. And we know that what kind of cloud he wields in Puro Mednipur, correct? Meshida area, that Nondigrad area.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So correct, he has to because he is the face now, the unofficial face of BJP for the campaigning, and if he needs to retain his support base, correct, he has to be a bit more resistive of what's happening, or else what the culture of Bengal, correct? If the Nondigram people see that the same thing is repeating and Shubhendu is just watching it happen, then what do you think will be his political career?
I have a conspiracy theory about his political career. Okay. I will go to that conspiracy theory, but just Bhupenda, remind me to bring up this issue, okay? Because Retrowave was saying up until 1-2 months back that BJP will get at best 110 and worst case scenario is 70. Now he's saying BJP will get 55. So we will have to discuss that as well. Retrowave, if you're a member, you are right. Feel free to join the conversation as well. We would be very thrilled to hear your argument on this. Okay. My conspiracy theory on Shubhendu is, it's not a conspiracy theory that I actively believe in, but I think this might be a possibility, that if at all he is that spy that Trinamool has sent, then people have always wondered, then what would be the point of it? What is the end goal? The end goal might be that he screws BJP. He can't be a CM through Trinamool ever. But since now he has raked up this wave of proper Hindutva, which Bengalis have never been comfortable with, and now are being seemingly getting comfortable with. All of them leave with Shubhendu to form a new party where he is LOP for another 5 years, and then he becomes the CM with that new party. That is a possibility. It's not like just because BJP loses, his career is over. And because he has an endless source of money as well. His money source is practically water of India.
No, I'm saying is that the kind of action we saw from BJP against the violence committed by TMC people, if TMC wins and same thing is repeated, and the Bengal, specifically Subhendu Adhikari and his people around, if they are unable to do something about them, then they are at a very great danger of losing their political career. So they have to do something about it. I'm not sure what they will do, but that will not be there because it is his
now on the
stake.
Yeah, go ahead.
So that is one.
On the BJP doing Shubhendu's.
No, I'm saying, see, forget about BJP. When TMC is won the election, then BJP is out of the equation. Look at the Shubhendu as the primary person whose political career is at stake. Correct.
Yeah.
At that moment of time, for his own political survival, he will be doing everything to make sure that there is a resistance to the violence which may be committed against people of BJP. Or else he will lose.
Yeah, but he's not going to be. Yes, but he's not going to be able to prevent all violence. He will have to show up at 3 to 4 spots that he's putting up a fight, and people will get behind him in 2031 as well. If BJP wins, I don't see how there's going to be very small amounts of post-poll violence. I see because I believe a lot of BJP people also want to beat up Trinamool people. What I'm wondering is whether BJP will just pay a lip service and comment on television sets that, yes, do not do these violences. We are asking our party workers, karyakartas to not do any violence, and then call them up and say, now do whatever the fuck you want. And I think that will go on for 3-4 days. Unless all of them join BJP.
I disagree.
No, it will not happen.
No one actually, the BJP doesn't want to start if they win, they don't want to start their new innings by being like a Trinamool. See, the one clear thing is, I think the brand BJP wants to be not like TMC and not like CPI. If they want to last long in Bengal, they will say, create a new brand. That's not either of these two, my opinion. Because then the next election, everyone can just go back to TMC. And then BJP will get thrown out.
No. 4 days of post-poll violence is not going to be remembered 5 years later.
I think it will be. Because for me, I'll tell you, the leftist ecosystem is very good at
one more thing you will remember. This election, which is going to happen in month of May, or whatever the date, correct, month of May is going to happen. This election, because of the Bangladesh issue, because I live outside Bengal, and believe me, when I say, more people are worried about Bengal than Bengalis themselves outside West Bengal.
Yeah.
Correct. The collective population of Bengal, more number of people who are not ethnically Bengali are worried about Bengal, what's happening in Bangladesh. So this election, which is going to happen, it is going to be, because of social media, because of awareness, because of a lot of other things, is going to be watched, analyzed by all, including in South India, is going to be analyzed and watched.
Now, that is what Academic Man is also saying, that there won't be any post-poll violence if BJP wins, because just because if BJP wins, there's seemingly more liberty in the lives of people because there's extra scrutiny on BJP. Like in Tripura, forever CPM was there in Tripura, we never even discussed Tripura. We didn't know what was going on in Tripura. The moment BJP comes in, and all of a sudden we are worried about tribals and Dalits getting allegedly harmed because of BJP and stuff.
And one more thing. Even if TMC wins, if TMC has little bit of brain cells left in them after having 5 rupees pouch, correct, they are not going to do whatever they have done in 21. If they have any brain cells left, I'm saying,
why wouldn't they?
If they have any brains, because there is an overturned window of Mamta leaving the politics and others coming in. You know whom I am talking about. And that
Yes,
person
of
is
course.
not going to be, and that person is smart enough to know that if I'm going to do whatever happened in 2021, then I have practically writing off my political career at India level.
Yeah, but his 4 months of call for violence is not going to be forgotten at one fine morning after the election results just because he says that don't do any violence.
Let's see, because see, if from my personal opinion, whatever I have observed the campaign, correct, when he says we will do this, it is just to actually keep the tea boiling. Because
Can I ask you a question? A tangent question. This is very relevant to what you asked. Are the police in Kolkata or in Bengal, are the police in Bengal very astute in politics, or are they like takes time for them to adapt? Are they fast? Do they switch quickly? They do.
Okay. Bhupendra is saying no. I'm saying yes. I'm saying they will switch immediately.
Okay, then the amount of violence, the chance of violence is very low. If they take time, or they have time on the uptake, then chance of high violence increases. Because if imagine election comes out today evening, because they know where their heads on the chopping block. If they act quickly, they will be rewarded with good positions. They act badly, they let things happen, then they will not be rewarded. They'll be in trouble, right? So my thing is, if they are very politically astute and able to quickly handle the ground situation, Amit Shah and Modi will reward them, right? Because they did a good job, and they'll be put forward on the national stage. Like, they'll see this policeman who did a good job. He prevented violence from happening, all that stuff. But if he did a bad,
I see
I
see the political astuteness of the police in the completely opposite way, which is if Trinamool wins, they will let Trinamool do all the violence because now all of a sudden they're all Trinamool supporters, and if BJP wins, vice versa.
Oh, you're saying
it all depends on whether they are asked to actively stop the violence or not.
Okay. You're saying they basically allow the political parties to do what the nonsense they want to do. Okay.
Yeah.
See, the bureaucracy and the administration is just the
then the follow-up question would be. Then the follow-up question would be: do you think Shuvendu Adhikari calls the shots in Bengal, or does Amit Shah? That's my question.
Shuvendu Adhikari.
It's practically going to be the same thing. Shuvendu or Amit Shah calling the shots will be the same decisions. That much I believe. There's going to be no debate between them. Okay.
See,
we will ask now retro.
21.
Yeah.
After 21, actually, after 21, this micromanagement has reduced drastically. It is not as bad as it seems.
No, actually,
would not be.
I'm actually quite like impressed by Shuvendu's last 2 years of campaigning. He's done a good job. He's reacted quite fast. Actually, the first year he was not very impressive, but the last 1.5 years he's been very good. He's been trying to copy Hemanta in a way.
Yeah, and another significant development has been that these days, when you actually pass through towns or neighborhoods where BJP campaign is going to happen or has just happened, you won't see countless of those same images of Narendra Modi and JP Nadda smiling at you, okay? And that one picture of Narendra Modi that was taken decades back, one smile with a small mustache, that one same fucking picture everywhere. That does not happen anymore. It's everywhere. Shuvendu, Shukanto, Shomik. Shuvendu, Shukanto, Shomik. Shuvendu, Shukanto, Shomik. That's a very good development. Okay, now we will ask Retro why he thinks BJP will get 55 seats. Just before that, let's rejoice in Kailash Vijayvargiya getting fucked. Just all of us, Jashan Manao, Fakiro ko Amir Banao. Just a bit out of context, Kailash Vijayvargiya is getting real bad luck right now in MP as a minister, and I'm so happy he win 2020. Yes. Jashan Manao. Jashan ki taiyari karo. Utsav ki taiyari karo, guys. Retroave, why 55?
Okay, why 50? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So why 55 is because BJP can't put enough candidates. That's number one. Most of their proposed candidates, let's say, are poaching from TMC, and those candidates and some of those candidates, they themselves don't even know that BJP is going to poach them. So it's really bad news bears from just election standpoint, because at some point it's just like all a numbers game, right? So that's a big problem that BJP is facing currently. And then number two is like within BJP well, everyone knows that, but within BJP there is two teams now. One is the BJP team, which is Subhendu Adhikari, and the other one is Dilip Ghosh. And under Dilip Ghosh, there is RSS, all the people who came with him from RSS, and also the district presidents who are creating chaos within the Sangathan, right? So I would be happy if BJP gets more than 55, man. Like, it's a tough challenge. And the narrative
Retro,
among the common people.
if you are saying that they are going to poach from Trinamool, then I agree with you that it's going to be 55. But I was under the impression that they are not going to poach from Trinamool. Do you have some like inside information that they are going to do that horseshit again?
Oh, it has to be. It has to be. Because you see, election is done, let's say on four criteria, right? Sangathan, power, money, or wealth, let's say, candidate face, and let's say the area or demographics, right? So in most of the places, BJP doesn't have Sangathan. In some of the places, let's say the demographics are against them. And in the places they have the candidates and the Sangathan, they don't have money. Or the money will come right at the beginning of the election. They won't have enough time to use that money. So all that money would be gobbled up, right? So you see, so that's a big problem, right? They don't have all the numbers game in their favors. So candidates have to be poached in most of the places where they don't have Sangathan, or the demographics aren't in their favor. So it's going to be like that. And even if people think that candidates won't be poached, that's their pipe dream. Candidates will be poached. I'm giving you kind of, let's say, inside info. Okay. So
okay,
it's bad.
okay.
Yeah.
No, are you saying that they've basically wasted this past how many years where they've been increasing the vote share and not created any candidates in those regions at all, like nothing?
Anand, 2021 post violence took away half their friends and family when Dilip Ghosh's phone was switched off. So yeah, all of that has reversed anyway.
Shit.
Okay, hold on. So let me quote some numbers. Do you think the same kind of situation was not there in 21 and 24? Same kind of issues which are seeing now?
No, but
Bangladesh wasn't there. Abhaya, RG Code wasn't there. SSC wasn't there.
No. I'm just doing a simple math numbers. Okay, whatever issues Retro is mentioning, were they non-existent in 21 and 24 and even 19?
Yes, they were there, but much less. In 2025 or 6.
How do you know?
How do I know?
No,
because,
and BJP poached Trinamool even back then.
I'm sorry, I can't answer that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Correct. So look at the like 10-year horizon. Correct. Don't look at it at a 1-year horizon.
We have two RSS insiders here.
No. See, look at the 10-year horizon, 12-year horizon. The issues you are saying that inflicts every political party. That is not something new, and it will go on. There are 10 factions within TMC as well, and the same issues they also face. That's how political parties work. That's a reality.
No, but Bhupen, let me ask you a different question. Right. See, his points were, one is that Sangathan nahi hai. Like the Sangathan has not been built. So are you agreeing that the Sangathan is not there even now?
Number of shakhas count.
Some places so definitely.
Number of shakhas count kar lo.
Okay. So you're saying it is there. Okay. Then he's saying that the
number of shakhas count kar lo, then you will know.
How will we know number of shakhas?
अरे नंबर ऑफ शकल्स है वो ठीक है मगर उसमें काम कितने लोग कर रहे हैं आप वो जाके देखो ना.
Why is everybody's camera switched off today? What the fuck is going on?
No, I am getting water. I am getting water.
No, not on my.
Abhishek's call for violence is causing this. I know.
My camera has to be switched off.
I'm not ashamed of my face. It's okay. No,
yeah, go ahead.
I'm trying to break down this thing. Okay, so let's assume that so they're having disagreement of whether instead of Shakas being there, there's no Sangathan on the ground doing work. Okay, we will see. We ultimately will see. The second question is, are you contesting the fact that there are no candidates being selected by the BJP who are not TMC? Bhupen, are you contesting?
Okay. I'll give you some more information. Okay. Hold on. Let me give you some more
Stay
information.
safe. Just stay safe. That's all. Don't.
Yeah. Hold on. So let's look at Kolkata North. Okay. So some of the candidates for most of the, let's say, sub-ACs, most of their, let's say, the MLA candidate. Do you know who the MLA candidate is for North Kolkata North? It'll be posted from TMC, you know, and you know the people who are going to go and talk to them, they are not even sure whether he'll come. So, and after
It's not going to be Taposh Rai? Why won't it be Taposh Rai?
Let's say it's someone called Shamuddar, okay? And that guy was accused by CBI for the killing of Abhijit Sarkar. Do you think the BJP Sangathan will stay if that guy comes to BJP?
No, but why won't it be Taposh Rai?
Because it's their politics, no?
But Taposh Rai has Sangathan in North Kolkata.
He has, but like, look, because of the district president of North Kolkata, most of the candidates are gone. That's the problem.
Oh fuck!
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, I'll tell you. So now they have to bring. So now they have to bring that Shamuddar guy and that guy will come because his name is in the CBI list. Okay, and he can't back up because he has to remove his name from the CBI case. So he'll come, and once he comes, all the BJP people will go away.
Of course.
Oh my God.
So that's the situation. See, so I can't tell you anymore. Okay, I'm going to bed. I gotta go to work.
Don't. Yeah. But if that is true, if this kind of weird shit is happening, then oh God, it doesn't matter how
and
much.
On the positive side, we won't have to. No, on the positive side, we won't have to wait until April to find out if these shenanigans go on. We'll find out about these things by February only. By February, we will know what the results are.
If Amit Shah is smart this time, he will fix this shit before you get even close to the elections, right?
Amit Shah is always smart. The point is whether he wants to do setting or not.
So my point, that's my point. My point is, if such issues are existing on the ground, it doesn't matter what we discuss about Bangladesh, what we discuss about Chicken's Neck, what we discuss about RG Kaur. If your own bloody workers are being haramis, no, let's not use the word harami.
Why not?
Are being no, I don't want to be, because I'm a harami. I'm not a halali.
Wow,
I'm a harami, right? No, I'm a harami. I'm by definition. I'm not a halali, right? So if your own workers are such chutias, let's use that. That's more accurate. Then you're screwed before you start the competition, right? So
I want to clarify something Avinav is pointing out here. Bhupenda, hold on to your thought. Avinav, the situation is not that dire in Kolkata anymore. If they give clean faces as candidates in Kolkata who can speak clear Bengali and stuff, have a few degrees from here and there, or are just BBK, they will get votes. Because Avinav, Anirban Ganguly came in second. And that vote, all of his vote did not come in from Bhangor. It came from the city. It came from neighborhoods in South Kolkata, where everyone knew everyone else was going to vote for Trinamool, and then everyone gave votes to BJP. And I know in my constituency, I live in Aurobishash's constituency, people are gearing up to defeat him. There's just one big Muslim dominant section in the southwest area of Aurobishash's constituency, Tollygun's constituency. That's where BJP will have to just show up, just motivate Hindus and stuff to vote for that nice Bhalo Kaku guy, and they will vote for that. North Kolkata, I'm not sure, but South Kolkata definitely just needs a Bhalo Kaku for BJP to win. It's definitely up in the air. It's not a gone case like forever.
Are get a pretty Bengali feminist woman to sing some poetry. You will get everyone interested.
No, Bhalo Kaku would do better because people are not that feminist. People are secretly misogynist.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went the other direction, I guess. Very woke.
Yeah. Retrowave. Tomorrow 11. Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Hey, go for it.
Um,
Don't say you can't win something. Go for it. And even if it's like, even if you get like 50% or 40% of the vote, it's better than going 0.
No, but the stuff that Retrowave pointed out about North Calcutta, that might be happening because they think they're not going to win North Calcutta anyway. And I'm not sure about North Calcutta that much because there's a huge Muslim constituency, there's a huge BBK constituency, there's a huge Bihari constituency as well. So that seems very confusing. I have just 2 friends in North Calcutta. I've not been to North Calcutta in more than 10 times in my entire life, so I don't know about that too much. But South Kolkata is definitely up in the air. Saurabh is saying, what is the level of political violence in Bengal? If by level you mean here, this is the max that you can think of. Bengal is here. UP Bihar gets a bad rap, but I think they have improved. How has Bengal regressed? It's a very progressive state in other aspects, it seems. Then why? Good question, Saurabh. We have to get into a bit of sociology here quickly because we'll come back to hardcore Bengal politics. Every society needs some outlet for some kind of discrimination and violence. No society lives without a scapegoat. No society does not do discrimination of some kind against someone or the other. It's just that in some states it happens against women, in some states against Brahmins, in some states against Dalits, etc. In West Bengal, since all of your camaraderie, social identity, group identity is everything based on is all of that is dependent on political parties. Therefore, that violence happens between political parties. So, on some stats, so at the end of the day, all states are different degrees of violent, but with the economic uprise in other states, the violence is going down. But let's say if today all the states are equally poor, even then the violence will be exactly the same levels. The numbers of deaths will be the same in every state, but the reasons will be different in every state. In some state it will be this caste versus that caste. In some other state it will be this gender versus that gender. In some other state it will be another caste versus another caste. In Bengal it will be this party versus that party. That's just it. Okay.
Let me just say one thing about this. You made this comment to secretly misogynistic, right? I'm telling you one thing. In India, I've noticed upper class elites, right? Upper class elites, the ones you would think would be progressive, they are all secretly misogynistic, especially the men. Like I've noticed this pattern. They look very progressive, but when you actually dig a little deeper, they all are fucking misogynists.
Yeah, the women empowerment thing, strong independent women bullshit that you see from commie families, all of that happens because of some cool bhashanbazi that the girl picked up from her college or from a very feminist father. But it has it more often than not does not amount to anything in her life personally, or she's feminist just because she has daddy issues. But every right-wing Bengali girl that I see is genuinely a strong independent woman, genuinely has a sane mind, is undefeatable in the mind, and has genuinely good upbringing, and they have strong parenting, have strong fathers as well, and they have a good relationship with their father, and that's actual strong independent woman stuff. And that happens in right-wing families, not in left-wing families.
No, but retrowave, you're misunderstanding me. Not caste, upper class families. The minute you get to a really high class of people, right? Misogyny seems to be like the standard that you develop in India. Like I've noticed this. It's not true everywhere.
Yeah, but
in India, it's like, and the men
in Kolkata, upper class is upper caste. Therefore,
I'm saying just generally, even in the you look at South India, Bangalore and stuff.
Right.
The minute you become upper class, right, the misogyny level just spikes. Like I have no idea why. It's counter to everything I see in anthropology around the world, but in India it's very weird.
They were saying, what do you all think of Humayun Kabir? How will it affect BJP TMC? I think he'll get 1 to 2 seats max, probably 1. He's not going to be very significant. Muslims are not that stupid. They are going to vote wholesale for Trinamool. ISF was a flop show already. That's why Humayun had to take up the mantle. Bhupenda, but I would still be curious about your opinion on this.
See, BJP needs maybe, let's say, about a 10% breakage from the voting pattern. That's all they need. So Humayun Kabir could be that catalyst who gives them that 10% in many constituencies where BJP had a narrow margin of loss. That's the calculation. See, I go by data. So see, if right now BJP is screwing up, that I can't tell. Okay, I'm going to go by data. What data shows me for last 3 elections, 19, 21, 24. Because you need to base your analysis on that data which is existing. Something which has drastically gone wrong with the organization, and that's something that nobody can fix it, correct? So that we can't predict. Okay. Maybe something changes after 1 month. We don't know. But based on data, what we see is that these are issues which always have existed. There will be always friction between the urban leadership versus the rural leadership. Between also there will be also a lot of factions fighting going on, and that's how elections are done, correct? So this Mr. Amit Shah and Yogi and other things, correct? So that's the part and parcel of political life. That's what they are. Why should not Amit Shah or Yogi Adityanath or Hemant Biswa Sharma, HBS, should be fighting to be the candidate for the 2019 elections? They should be doing. They are politicians. But end of the day, BJP has a much better, a disciplined lead cadre than any other party. So they do fall in line. Generally, they do fall in line and they will work. Because that is still there.
I heard BJP's, or at least Amit Shah's feedback mechanism has been damaged. Do you think it has been repaired?
It's difficult to say whether it's repaired or not, but things going south is not new, correct? You remember Chhattisgarh, when BJP lost by a landslide, when Congress came into power. But after 5 years, BJP came into power again with a landslide. So these will happen. So you need to look at the political journey of a party for at least 25 years of their in that state, how they function. So from that perspective, whatever happened in 19, 21, 24, yes, it's not going to be a very easy battle that they need to fight, but they have enough chips in their table to play the game. Now, how they play it, it's up to them, correct? Nor we and nor you can go and tell them how to play. Let them play the game. If they lose, they lose. But at this time, in terms of calculation, in terms of whatever we see on the table, they have a fair chance of doing well. How they manage it, let them see it.
So
No. Hey, bada Chennai te boshe bhulval bolche. If they lose, works because you live in Chennai. It doesn't work for me. Okay. Now
then you need to go.
I have one question connected to this statement, right? So you notice what happened in all the recent assembly elections. BJP got a large in-swing of voters who basically felt guilty what happened in 2024. Does Bengal have that condition?
No.
There is no? Okay.
No, but there is.
It's not like Bengal's BJP supporters stayed home and felt guilty. Yeah, go on.
No. But there is, correct. There is a closet BJP voter which may not have come out in 24 or 21. They might come out in 26.
Because Pradeep Gupta got his entire thing went all wrong because the fact that he estimated more BJP voters than the BJP votes they got. Right, his entire thing, the seat protection went to shit for that reason. And he started crying because he's like the Bengali voters screwed me.
Okay, let me answer this question. Okay, put the question.
Okay. By the way, yes. Just before I ask you this question on this topic, I have been meaning to say this for the last 10 minutes. No matter how retarded I sound, but the one Brahmastra to solve all factional wars in BJP is to just make Sandeep Sanyal the CM. and that shuts everyone up. That's how Mamata Banerjee solves every problem. Okay, why does Mamata Banerjee have so many celebrity candidates? A, because she needs to create some employment for those fuckers, and because they have no movies to make. The biggest budget Bengali movies are still at 7 crores and 8 crores. People shoot porn in other states for 7 or 8 crores.
8 crores. 8 crores.
No, I want
think it's
I
2
want
crores
Shreya
or 3
Ghoshal
crores.
as CM.
Yeah. So the other reason is those celebrities are outsiders who are the marham to her factional wars. Just like Yogi was the casteless marham that BJP could come up with. So Sanjeev fucking Sanyal. Now let's
No,
ask
I
the
want
question to
Shreya
Bhupendra.
Ghoshal. That's an exception.
Okay.
There, Bara. No, only Sanyal. No Ghoshal.
Okay. So Retro, you need to do politics 101. You need to do a course on politics 101, why people are not behind bars. I just want to say that because these people who understand politics, people who observe politics, this is a no-brainer why they are not in the jail.
I'll tell you.
Okay,
I'll tell you
I will
interesting-
be. Yeah, go
I'll
on.
tell you an interesting story related to this. Okay, there's one BJP. Like I was on, you know Clubhouse, right? Clubhouse is online platform where
Yeah.
you can go chit chat. So I was in
Yeah.
Clubhouse some time back. Okay, there was this BJP school youth leader. Whatever nonsense. He's like I'm a BJP supporter, and then during the election he said I voted for TMC. We're like, why did you vote for TMC? He said because you want to keep that nonsense argument he made. Because I'm like, if your own bloody youth leader from the BJP votes for TMC, like what the hell are you going to do in Bengal? He's a youth leader, okay? He's like you do protest and shit. Like, what is this nonsense? Like, if you can't even get your own like leadership to vote for you, how the hell are you going to get common people to vote for you? That's my point. Like, literally.
Yeah. Okay, we have a fascinating question. A Marathi guy asking on a Bengali guy's podcast to another Bengali guy sitting in Chennai about Chennai's politics. Unity in diversity. We are truly India here. Okay, but before that, you think about the answer, Bhupenda. I'll just answer Retro's question here. Why aren't all the TMC scammers not in jail when Kejriwal was put behind bars? Retro, a bit of it is because of setting and stuff. Bit of it might be that why hasn't anyone other than Kejriwal and who's the other guy, Soren, who no one practically ever, no politician ever goes to jail, right? And let's say all foreign intelligence or India's intelligence, every significant politician has significant dirt on every other politician. Why don't they just send them to jail? Because they are much better used to you if you just make them your bitch. And so Kejriwal was that irrelevant that he was not even a good enough bitch for BJP. That's why he was in jail. There's no other reason. Or you are just controlled opposition, or you just help the party by being the retarded face like Rahul Gandhi. For Trinamool, different people were outside for different reasons. As for Abhishek, there are two significant things. One reason I cannot say. The one other logical reason is that if he goes to jail and comes out of jail before the elections, then it's going to be a joke. The violence issue is there anyway, because you have been told by your contacts as well that entire Bengal will burn as well. I don't buy that, because if Amit Shah really wants to prevent entire Bengal from burning, he can. But if he doesn't, then again that's setting stuff. But the problem is they will come across looking as fucking jokers. That's a huge problem. And let me tell you this: the floating voters are, let's say, the absolute non-politics following voters, the potential voters who just vote on vibes. Their brains work on this exactly this way. Okay, is that party serious or not? Because let me tell you my feelings from 2021 and even 2011. Okay, in 2011, when I'm a hardcore CPIM supporter, my entire clan is CPIM supporters. All of them were telling me that no, CPIM is definitely going to win. And I knew from vibes, from everywhere I went, from every bus I took, from the expressions of people talking about CPM in a certain way and talking about Trinamool in a certain way, I knew CPM was done. No one listened to me. In 2021, when I was right-winger already, but I was not an Indian right-winger, I was just a libertarian free market capitalist guy, only following American politics. So I had not much thought on BJP. I thought, yeah, BJP is seemingly pro-capitalism, but after all, they hate Muslims, so who gives a shit? But I was under the impression that BJP is definitely coming to power in 2021. Okay, I was getting the vibes. About 2-3 months before the elections, I realized, and I had conversations even with my potential, even my Trinamool friends, even Krishanu, my singer, my vocalist and stuff. We both discussed that yes, we were kind of neutral on BJP, but we both believed that BJP was coming to power. And then we, out of the blue, we got the vibe that BJP is not coming. We got the vibe that BJP screwed it up. I realized this 2-3 days back. On what basis did I conclude that they screwed it up? Because I did not follow Bengal politics at all. I did not know what the fuck Vijay Varghese was doing. I got the impression that they were not serious. I got the impression that they were fucking jokes, because everyone was laughing at them because of all the retarded Trinamoolias who came to BJP. Okay, so that vibe test is going to get absolutely fucked up if Abhishek goes to jail and comes out before the elections. That's the problem. Okay, now that incredible unity and diversity question.
They did the same nonsense.
Yeah, go ahead.
With I think Chhattisgarh, is it? With Hemant Soren. Let's see what happened.
Jharkhand.
Hemant Soren. I mean, what nonsense? I was like, what the hell is wrong with you, BJP? Can you put a leash on your dog, ED, please? Like, literally, the ED needs to be leashed and told to sit in the corner. They're actually screwing it up for the BJP many times. Okay, who are the bloody IAS person is in that bloody organization? Is like screw every time there's some election comes. He's actually, I think the ED is working against the BJP. They go this nonsense just before the election to give sympathy votes to the person in the BJP get targeted. Every time.
Possible.
Okay.
किसका बेटा किसका बेटी हार्वर्ड में किसका सीट मिलेगा वो हमको क्या पता.
Seriously, it was so bad.
Okay. Navavimash will.
Can I answer this question?
No. Let's make this interesting. First, no. First, the Bengali outsider will comment on Chennai. Then the Tamil Brahmin will comment on Chennai. पहले बंगालियों का हक है, outsiders का, minorities का पहले हक है, ठीक है? Just to answer one small thing, where did it go? Oh yeah, Neon is saying, J reason you cannot say Ota ki kono din you will say. No, not if I want to stay alive.
It's related to the JSRE question also.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
After minorities get the hak. Yeah, go ahead, Bhupender.
Okay, so voting. If I am talking about correct psychological perspective, okay, I'm not going to Tamil ka other card. I see myself and others as a voter. Generally, you are going to vote for somebody whom you connect emotionally at some level. Okay. Even let's say you put the brightest person on this earth and make him stand as a somebody who is fighting elections, and if he cannot connect with you at the emotion level as a human being, that person will never get a single vote. So why film stars? Because at the end of the day, even I myself, although I will do a SWOT analysis and then vote, still there will be emotional chunk which will decide my vote, not exactly logical reason why I should vote. So that's why you see Tamil, even in South India, people using film stars, because that emotional connect is so strong that even that person has done bad thing, they will ignore and vote for it. That's emotion. Voters are emotional. They vote on emotional vibes, not on concrete data analysis.
ED is under Nirmala Sitharaman, not Amit Shah. Okay, this is fun stuff.
I don't buy it.
Oh, sorry. We forgot to take the. Yes. Go ahead. Majority को outside excluding कर दिया.
No, पहले तो I was established what Tamil people are. Tamil people are extremely emotional people.
Every human being is emotional. Anand, I protest. Every human being
Bengalis are reasonably well balanced compared to Tamil people. Tamil people are extremely emotional.
They voted for CPM for 34 years. How they're well balanced? Are you mad?
I mean, compared to Tamil people, they're extremely balanced. We're extremely emotional people. You see everyone on the national stage. If they are Tamilian, they're extremely emotional. Whether they're pro BJP, anti BJP, like you will listen to Tamilian, they'll be emotional. Okay, it's just the reality at first. That's how we are. Okay, so and that's one reason. Like you hit the nail on the head. They connect to their politician through emotion. But there's a counterfactual here. Kamala Hassan failed spectacularly. Okay, like let's be honest. He screwed shit. He screwed the pooch, and he basically couldn't get anything. Same way, Khushbu Sundar couldn't get any votes. Then there are a bunch of film stars who could get no votes. Okay, so let us be fair. It's not about any film star. Rajnikant never wanted to politics. Like, he's the biggest film star in Tamil Nadu. He knew he's not going to get votes on politics. Jayalalitha is not even a Tamilian. She's a freaking Kannadiga who got reported into Tamil Nadu, right? All of the Stalin family are all...
Rajnikant is Marathi.
Yeah, he's Maharashtrian. All of the Stalin family are Telugu people. Okay, like none of the major film stars who are being voted for are Tamilians. The first one will be Vijay if he gets any votes. Okay, then also he's not getting votes because he's an actor. He's getting votes because he's a Christian. Okay, that's all. That's the only reason he's getting votes.
Some of my BBK relatives in Chennai are about to vote for Vijay.
Seriously, and because he's a whatever. Forget about it. So the point is, the whole idea of Tamil politics was caste politics. Tamil Nadu is a caste-driven society. Let's be honest. Okay, and the caste has lasted since independence. So, for example, there are certain, like, Tevars and Gondars will vote opposite each other. They just will. So Tevars may vote for AIDMK and Gondars will vote for DMK. Literally, they will vote against each other. Same with the smaller parties. The smaller parties, while they may be headed by a TV star or whatever, he's focusing on a specific caste group. You're very clear. Tamil politics is extremely caste-centric. Even in the cities, even in the cosmopolitan cities, they are extremely caste-obsessed. Okay. So this progressivism is just a farce. Okay. And unfortunately, no one's calling them out on it. Like, even the BJP is too scared to call them out on it, right? That's the problem. But right now, what I found is the current BJP, if you look at the older BJP thing, they were also same caste shit. Congress was caste shit again. But the current BJP is trying to change the thing, and Annamalai has done a great job. He's brought together multiple communities, especially youngsters. He's brought a lot of youngsters interested in non-caste politics, and which is a great thing. So, and the question about Desai Deepak, why can't he be part? Because a lot of Tamil Brahmins left Tamil Nadu long time ago, and they settled all over the country. They settled in Bombay, they settled in Andhra Pradesh, they settled in Karnataka. Like, my family is settled in Karnataka, Bombay, right? So, Jayalalitha is not an Iyengar. She's a Karnataka Brahmin. She's not an Iyengar. So my point is that these guys cannot work in Tamil Nadu politics because they're completely detached from that. It's like expecting Rajnikant to go back to Maharashtra and win elections. Not possible, right? That's what it is. Continuously.
Right. Okay. I have a question for Bhupenda now, connecting Chennai and Bengal, which is, see, BJP has to do every party has to do insane mental maths to play the caste equations right in every other state, which they don't have to do in Bengal. And even then they can't do shit in Bengal, or they don't want to do shit in Bengal. So why isn't the lack of caste politics helping BJP in a significant way in Bengal? Or is caste politics actually therefore easier to manage than casteless society, allegedly casteless society, overtly casteless society?
Caste, where caste plays a very important role in voting patterns, it is easy to manage. See, one more thing.
I see.
Easy to manage, and they know how to pay.
Easy to predict as well.
Politics. No. They see, correct. It's about correct domain skills. BJP has managed the caste equations for last 30-40 years quite well. So they have that expertise. But when they come to Bengal and they see that, okay, I can't see a pattern in terms of voting pattern, for them it's a new domain that they need to acquire new skills. In Bihar, the way they manage caste equations, in UP, the way they manage caste equations, in MP, the way they manage caste equations, they have the domain skills already perfected. But in Bengal, it is not the case. So they will struggle to actually find a footing to how to handle that part.
Neon, I think JSD would do good in politics, but he would have to quit his legal profession, which he doesn't want to. He would do good in politics because he's a very good speaker, and he's totally fluent in Tamil as well. So that would not be a problem. Anyone who is a good speaker, go on, Anand.
Justice for Neon.
Yes, justice for Neon. Anyone who's a good speaker should do well.
I don't think she'll be good in politics. Like frank people
Why
do
not?
horrible. That's another reason I will never join politics, because I'm too frank. I will tell some
Right,
random
right.
politician you're a moron to his face, and then he will hate me, and he'll tell all his friends that don't help this guy get elected, and then basically I'll screw my chances. That's what
I
happens.
think JSD, Anand Raghunathan, and others are much more valuable as apolitical rather than in politics.
Yeah, that is so true. And therefore, you see,
That's what I'm saying.
the
Sanjeev Sinha should
most
not-
numbers of
I don't
no,
want
no, I'm
Sanjeev
not
Sinha
saying
in
Sanjay Sanyal should go into politics. I'm saying he should be helicoptered into becoming the chief minister after BJP has won, so that no party, no faction quibbles over it.
politics. How will he run the
So
state?
you see, by making Shubhendu the home minister and the deputy CM, he will do his stuff, the technocratic stuff, and the ground level stuff will be handled by Shubhendu, Dilip, whoever. It can be equally divided. Maharashtra has what?
You think Shubhendu will be okay with that?
Maharashtra has
Having to
50
all-
deputy CMs. Why can't we have 3?
No. I should see, you have to understand. Shubhendu is ambitious as well, right?
Oh yeah,
He's
yeah.
going to be okay with him doing all the dirty stuff and
Yeah,
and,
I know. I used to say that Shubhendu will. Yeah. Shubhendu is not becoming the CM in 2026. He will be deputy CM. At best, he can think of becoming a CM in 2031 based on his performance from 26 to 31. The other thing is, yeah, go on.
like
Yeah.
Hemanta,
So,
at the same.
wait. Yeah. Actually, hypothetically, okay, you would need a Sanjeev Sanyal to come as a special advisor to CM's office and do the things rather than become involved in politics.
That's what I'm saying. That's
That
exactly
would be a much better utilization of his skill sets. Correct? He has been there in the government for last 10 years. He knows the bureaucracy. He knows the things.
Can I answer Neon's question about this? See, Neon, if you want
Yeah.
technocrats and statesmen to run your country, the populists need to vote better, or they need to vote on issues better. They vote on the most what do you call it?
Obnoxious.
Bottom of the barrel.
I don't want to be mean about it, but they vote for the most useless points in every election. Like I'm not saying they don't vote on their self-interest. They vote in self-interest. They're very informed voters. Like Indian voters are very
Short-term
informed.
voters vote on short-term calculations, not on long-term
Indian
calculations.
voters especially, they vote on not short-term, very selfish interests. They only focus
That
on
is-
what they can get in the next 10 days or the next 1 week or next like 1 month. They do not care. Like, take for example, right?
Yeah.
When you ask for free, when you are a woman voter and you vote for free bus rides, what are you doing? You're affecting your state exchequer for your benefit. But you don't think that, okay, the money is coming from the state exchequer. Who's paying those taxes? People who are working, right? And who are the people who are working? Your husbands. You're taking from your husband's salary to pay for your free bus ride. When you can just go ask your husband, please give me money for a bus ride. Or you can say, oh, husband, let's share the cost and we will reduce the cost of bus ride. But rather you give the money to the state eats some of the money, then it gives you the free bus ride. So that's the problem. Until the voter quality, the quality of the voter improves, you can never have statesmen or technocrats running your country. Or in politics.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Lee Kuan Yew did. Lee Kuan Yew told the voter, you guys are stupid if you vote for these things. I will tell you what you should vote for. Vote for me and watch me give you the same quality of good politician year after year. And that's why they've never lost an election. Because the voter has been conditioned to vote for something good. Not telling, I'll do whatever you want, voter. Voter, just vote for me, I'll do whatever you want. No, they've told the voter, no, I will tell you what you should do. That's what they've done.
Ovinob's question on Nobel, put that one. Ovinob's
Yes. Yeah, I will take Avinav's and then Mohit's. I just want to make a point here that you made a very good point about frank people not doing well in politics. But you see, that's why because people are that emotional about the Hindutva issue who are in BJP. Therefore, you will probably find the most numbers of disgruntled people who have quit their party because of the lack of ideological purity. That's happened mostly in BJP. You won't find that in Trinamool and stuff, because there's no ideology to be pure about. And in CPIM, you used to have some like significant, very well intentioned professor would leave CPM every now and then, but not much. But Bengal is filled with former BJP supporters, former BJP karyakartas who are disgruntled with BJP, because BJP has those sorts of people. And this is one significant difference that BJP has with all other political parties in India, okay? Which is, every political party has bhalokakus in them, okay? Who are the nice, well-meaning, honest party workers who got into that party because they wanted some change in society. They genuinely wanted to do some change and good for the society. I know such people in Trinamool. I know countless such people from CPM. But you see, even when those bhalokakus are in the party, they are made to be sitting ducks. They are just for show. They are showpieces to be portrayed on the day of elections that, see, we have so many good people. Why don't you vote for us? In BJP, you will find people who are the assholes of the biggest order. And if you truly come to know of their actions, you will become a Maoist by tomorrow. On the other hand, you will find equally honest and bhalokaku guys, and anyone who is a BJP karyakarta here or has connections in BJP will know what I'm talking about. There are genuine bhalokakus in BJP, but in BJP, those bhalokakus are also in power. BJP has an equal share of genuine devilish assholes and bhalokakus who are equally empowered to do their stuff. That's the key difference that BJP has from all other parties. And therefore, actually, Salvatore Babones is right in so many ways that BJP is the modernizing force in Indian democracy. Okay. By the way, Deb somebody had asked who would be the best CM candidate. I think, overall, because of balance and stuff, Sukanta would be the best guy. Yes, go ahead, Bhupenda.
Yeah. So this is very interesting. Like Sanjay Sanyal should be given a Nobel, and then BBKs will bat for him. So this is, I think people should take note, whoever from BJP watching this.
Today, secular sports journalists are crying for Bangladeshi player expulsion. Tomorrow, if we lose Bengal, who would cry for them? I feel, yes, long conditioning.
You said Shukanta Majumdar. What about, is it Garga Chatterjee? No, not Garga. What's that other lady? That one lady.
Shomik Bhattacharya. Shomik Bhattacharya.
She goes for protests normally.
There are three potential faces.
She talking about Agnimitra Pal or the
Agnimitra Pal. She's quite a firebrand. She might be a good CM candidate.
Yeah, BJP is known to do surprises. So for surprises, I wouldn't be surprised if Agnimitra Pal actually becomes the CM. That might be another.
She's very good framing against Mamata Banerjee. My opinion, you should frame her. She's a perfect. You frame a woman against another woman, right? And she's a firebrand. You have a spark there.
And women heads of state can get away with a lot of things that men can't. So if BJP is planning to do a lot of shenanigans, then Agnimitra Pal would be the better choice.
And she's a very good speaker. I've seen her speak.
Yeah. She's coming to the debate as well for Telegraph. Okay. Question to all three. Oh, yeah. But who would be your choice, Bhupenda?
My choice. I would still bat for Shubhendu. I think my choice. He will not become, but my choice is Shubhendu, because we need a person like Shubhendu to actually hang out.
I don't think that would be a hindrance, even if he is just Home Minister as well as Deputy Minister. He doesn't need to be CM to do that.
No, that I find. See, in Bengal, correct, you need to look like you are a strong man rather than just doing things. So for the state to actually see what Yogi Adityanath did for UP, for that to happen, people need to see that this guy is something I need to be wary of, so that behavior will change. The way it happened with Yogi Adityanath, he was there as a strong man saying, "Hum mafia ko mitti mein mila denge." That speech that he gave at the assembly, correct? And every person in the state heard that speech. So the behavior change happened because of also this psychology.
Yeah.
Because strong men will not be where you are fearful of somebody who is done something from behind. So there's also
okay. Now, before you take
symbolic thing.
The question from Shujato Patro, I have another question or point to make, which is that no, actually, I forgot my point. I'll come back to it. Please take this question.
Okay, what about Dr. Jinshu Basu, since he's RSS? I don't know him because I don't live there, so somebody else might.
Okay.
But I don't know him personally.
Yeah, he's one of the most significant faces of RSS in Bengal.
But I am not familiar with that part, so I have to pass.
Okay. SDN says, Dada, BJP made a huge mistake by letting Parnomitra go. Are you seriously trolling us in the middle of the fucking night?
I think he is.
Fine.
He's been
Fine,
throwing us
Lalika, fine him.
Yeah.
Is Parna
10
Mitra
रुपए काट
related to
ट्रोलिंग का.
Abhijit Iyer Mitra?
No. Who is the right-wing regional party in Bengal? Bangla Pakko. Why is there no party like Shiv Sena in Bengal? Because Bengal has never had Chhatrapati Shivaji equivalent. Maharashtra and Bengal both have so much similarity. This is divergence. Are Bengalis more welcoming? Yes.
Arey, you have a right-wing party. You have a right-wing party in Bengal. It is called the Islamic Front or whatever. I don't know what that's a right-wing party.
Yeah, we have left.
ISF.
ISF, yeah, whatever. That's right-wing.
Yes, we have Islamic right-wing parties.
People keep forgetting Islamist parties are right-wing parties.
Yeah.
AIMIM is right-wing.
Yeah.
We keep forgetting, I don't know why.
Yes. Rekha Patra is the best CM candidate.
I don't know. I didn't find her very charismatic. I empathize with her, but she's not charismatic.
Okay, now what I was about to ask, I have just remembered, which is Bhupenda. This question will be first answered by Bhupenda, then Anand as well, which is every party, we now come to realize, I think in the last 1 or 2 years, that basically at least BJP and Congress, not none of the regional parties pretty much, but at least BJP and Congress do have genuine some national interest long-term projects that they execute, with the results of which you won't see for 10, 15, 20 years, like Chidambaram joining hands with Taliban and stuff. And they do some stuff just to show off, just to get the next day's vote, or just to stay relevant in the news cycle 1 week later, 1 month later, and to talk about that 5 years later. So if BJP wins, what do you think will be the long-term projects, and what will be the bombastic short-term significant reforms? Because there is not much to do on the corruption issue in Bengal, because they'll have to work with all the corrupt gundas and stuff. What significant gimmicky positive things do you think BJP can do for the short term, and what will be the long term projects?
I'll tell you the short term pass first. Short term, you will see a blitz of freebies being announced. Like they always will be there. You will see the freebie announcement shortly. Just wait for it. But when BJP, in case they come into power, you will see a blitz of development schemes announced, money given to people left and right. That will be the short-term thing, and long-term, I think the spokesperson for BJP has already spoken. Correct? They have a number of projects they have already envisioned by the economic team, factories. You might also see Kolkata or nearby Kolkata. You are getting that semi-fab happening. Ports also will be there. So there will be a lot of economic projects for a long term, and a slew of I would say freebies are given to people to just pacify them.
If people BJP's gimmicks happen,
people need to feel.
If BJP's short-term gimmicks happen on the freebie front and not on law and order or corruption issues, then it will immediately rejuvenate the Trinamool, because they will say, this was all our policies.
No. That is correct. There is a down-term second and third order effect. Correct. When you give the freebies to the people, okay, that is going to, like, what will happen? That overall populace will be actually for BJP. Okay, we have done the right thing, and now we are getting the benefits right away. So when the danda happens, correct? So the other people who are beneficiaries of that, see, they're people who, let's say, voted for BJP right now, but they may have been the beneficiaries of the previous government's schemes. Now they will not be there to actually support or stand with them. You need to create the first beneficiary class. In Bihar, correct? In Bihar, 10,000 rupees was given to women to create a permanent beneficiary class with a different kind of agenda. But you need to create that beneficiary class so that you can make the law and order better. Because we have to remember that if somebody is doing something bad thing, illegal things, there are 4 people who are actually helping them behind the scenes. It's not only one gunda who is doing everything, correct? The gunda will have 5 people, 10 people doing all those things for him. So you need to give them something so that they will, if they ask, hey, come and help me, we are going to do this. No, I have this. I will not be going there. That's how.
If freebies, okay, by
in my opinion,
I have a little disagreement on this. I think it may
Anand,
work
go ahead.
It may work in the rural areas, but it will not work in urban areas. At least from what I can see of Bengali voters.
Bengal is dirt poor, even in Kolkata.
Is it? Okay.
Yes, Anand, don't mistake Kolkata, Bengal's urban for the urban definition of the rest of the country. Bengal's urban is a tier 2, tier 3 town, okay?
Okay. But even then, I think while it may grease the problem, grease the transition of things.
Band-aid.
I think you need something more. You need something beyond freebies. I think you will need.
I said short term, Anand. I said short term. Short term, you have to do this to pacify the population. Only then you can take the harder steps. You need to put a cushion. Yes.
It's like Mamta's drama with her leg. It's like basically BJP's drama is the freebie.
No, but there has to be some. But you see, Bhupendra, this doesn't significantly distinguish them from Trinamool. That's the problem. On the short-term gimmicky front, they have to do something to, first of all, give people the vibe that we are a different party out of the blue. Like Trinamool's distinguishing thing from CPIM was that they were very open to funding temples and stuff. Like every temple in Arub Bishwas's constituency has been turned into a palace. Every temple you go, insane amounts of development has happened for every temple, and you see Arub Bishwas's name on every plaque, especially in the Godia Tripureshwari Mandir. Okay, I had been there as a child, and I went there 2-3 years back for a friend's father's funeral. It looks like a gorgeous place, and it's completely been done by Arub Bishwas. The other thing was Rabindra Sangeet playing on every traffic stop, etc. They were showing that, see, CPIM called Rabindranath Bourgeois, we are playing Rabindranath music all day. Now, those distinguishing factors have to be done by BJP, and that can only come with some significant law and order crackdown, which will also charge up BJP supporters, voters who have been long-time BJP supporters, voters, as well as the new BJP supporters who have, after a lot of fights with their family and stuff, after a lot of internal dialogues, have decided to vote for BJP. They will feel proud to have voted for BJP. That can't happen for a Lokit Bhandar with Sanskrit words. Now,
yes,
if freebies are so important and decisive, go ahead, Bhupendra.
See, what I am saying is correct. The short term, you mentioned correct. The short term, I say short term, this will happen. Okay, correct. Take the example, correct. If BJP comes into power, correct. So
I'm saying even in the short term, there has to be something clearly distinguishing them from Trinamool.
Short term means, short term means first you would need at least 3 months to actually understand what needs to be done.
Yes.
Correct. So, because for Yogi Adityanath, he was in UP doing politics for 25 years. He knew UP like back of his hand. In terms of correct. And BJP also was in power. Correct. Kalyan Singh was in power. It was after Kalyan Singh for 20 years, it went out of power, but still there was a ground presence. The problem is that the BJP is not in power for 15 years. So you cannot expect the party to actually come into power next day and after 7 days start putting danda to people's then. That you cannot do.
I don't expect Shubhendu to become completely yogi, but there has to be some yogi type things.
That will happen, but that will not happen like blitz that we have seen with you. That will happen,
but even yogi is not a blitz. If you notice the first year and a half, it was quite shaky actually. If you observe, he had a lot of misses, right? He a lot of bad press he had, but then suddenly after the first year and a half, he got his bearings. Because I think he was going from mystic to being an administrator, and he was getting his he was trying to figure out all the different departments and how that politics works. Then finally, once he got it, then he was like basically like a bullet, right? He didn't stop. Even same thing with Hemanta. Even though Hemanta was in Assam for so long, they put him on the bench for a while. I think who was the earlier CM before that? Before that there was a CM.
Yeah.
They let him sit for a while. We have forgotten the guy's name also. So Hemanta was sitting on the bench, being prepared, and then he was just swapped out, and Hemanta basically went like a bullet, finished all his reforms. Like look at what happened.
If freebies are
Biplav Dev tried to do a lot.
Oh yeah, same thing.
No, it's different. It's the opposite. Biplav Dev tried to do a lot in the beginning, and he basically like got burnt so bad he had to be removed.
Yeah, but he was making a fool out of himself too much for even BJP to bear.
But he was working quite.
He gave retarded Ankit Shah like the declarations every 5 minutes.
No, but the point is, if you ask the people in Tripura, they say he did a good job, but he did a lot very fast. He went too fast, and what happened is it burnt a lot of bridges in the state. So.
No, that good job is bullshit. BJP would not have changed him if he was doing a good job and the people were happy with him. They changed him to save face.
They have to manage internal politics, dude. They have to do it. They have no option, unfortunately.
If freebies are so important and decisive, then why would people vote out TMC in the first place?
Because TMC is unable to provide better freebies. Have you seen any schemes from TMC? If TMC today gives 10,000 rupees as Lokki Bhandar, TMC will win. They can't.
No, I have a different perspective on this. So the thing with the voter, right? Everything is a differential. So today, if I get 1,000 rupees, I'm expecting a differential in the next election, or I'm expecting differential in the next one year, right? TMC cannot. The problem with freebies is you can't rest on your laurels. The minute you start the freebie concept, you have to keep giving a little bit more every time to be better. That's the problem with the freebie concept. But with policy are substantive one-time actions that people measure in a more intangible way. They can't measure it in like money. They can measure it in intangible ways like satisfaction, less stress, no fear, like those things. So if the BJP wants to be unique from the TMC, you give the freebie, but you also add some intangibles to it. So like you were mentioning, they have to do the cultural thing. They have to do the cultural outreach. They cannot be, they must show they're not a UP party. So they have to get a lot of my point is, I think cultural symbolism needs to be there. Bengali cultural symbolism is part of the campaigning. It's very important.
That's not happening. If that's not happening, even during the election campaigns, it's not going to happen after they have won.
But then they should, because look at what Annamalai was able to achieve with which cultural symbolism.
Yeah.
That
for some reason is still not being done.
He got 11% of the vote on his own. BJP going on its own 11%. Congress, an old party, got 10% in alliance with multiple other parties whose votes they basically got in their seats. So you have to understand cultural showmanship is very important in elections.
Yeah, but BJP is not interested in Bengal.
Voters are sticky, correct? If the voter is used to voting for one party for two terms, it's very difficult to remove that habit. This question.
Human habits are very difficult to change anyway. There are significant 3-4 questions. I just want to point out one other thing, which is that BJP is not doing anything to Bengalize the party or their message even now. But they are just lucky that people have turned Hindutvadis since 2020-21, after 2021, especially myself included. And there is Bangladesh and there is SSC scam. But the main complaint that BJP had against them, that has not been addressed even now. Even now, they are busy with Joy Shri Ram, not Joy Makali, even though theologically it doesn't make sense. it should be as important as Joy Makali. But their only connection with Bengal is still that, oh no, Shama Prasad Mukherjee founded this. Oh no, Shama Prasad Mukherjee was from here.
That is very weak.
They are going on with that line. Yeah. And Swami Vivekananda every now and then, but Swami Vivekananda and Ramakrishna have been appropriated by Trinamool and CPIM so hard that even that's completely irrelevant. So BJP is not a Bengali party in any sense of the definition.
So that's what I'm saying.
How will the BJP give better freebies then?
No. First of all, you cannot.
Where will the money come from? Yeah.
You can't do better freebies. You cannot do better freebies. You can do only like marginally better.
More freebies.
Marginally better you can do. My point is they have to. What is their message against Mamta mainly? Right, that she doesn't care for the Hindus. She doesn't care for the corruption.
And corruption.
Corruption. She doesn't care for the Bangladeshi Hindus on the other side of the border. You get artists, playwrights. You get poets to write poetry specifically on this topic, and you make it part of your campaign. Like Mithun Chakrabarti is a great get, in my opinion. I know people don't agree with me, like a lot of people, but it's a great get because he's able to. He's like a spear, right? He's able to focus that attention on a particular way of delivering the message. He's literally said, "I want the CPI people to join us. We need to save Bengal from the TMC." Right? He's giving a cultural message. You need that. You need that. You need to bring such people into your I need to empower them. You cannot put them on the side. You could empower them. So that's my point. You need this plus the freebie.
Anand, see, you need the milieu, correct? You need who is Shukanto Bandyopadhyay, Shomik, Shukanto Bandyopadhyay, Mithun Chakrabarti, Agnimitra Pal. So it's correct. In politics, you can't burn bridges. You cannot have Arvind Kejriwal saying the BJP will never come into power when I am alive. Correct? BJP is not that stupid. So they will have a Mithun Chakrabarti, they will have a Shomik Bhattacharya, they will have a Shukanto, Dr. Shukanto. So there will be a milieu of people who will be doing this. But BJP is never going to go overboard the way other parties go, which are actually inexperienced. That was a very bad thing to say for Mr. Kejriwal, that BJP is never coming to power. Correct? And he has to eat his own. So BJP is not going to go overboard. Say TMC is evil. That will not be the case.
Okay, we'll take this question quickly and then we'll move to the many other awesome questions that have come. Finance and Industry Commerce Minister. Finance to Ashok Lahiri. Industry Commerce. Any idea, Bhupenda?
Okay, I only do mathematical calculations on the election front. So on the party, I don't have any idea on things. I just do that.
Aren't we too optimistic?
No, wait.
Women vote.
Wait. Go back.
Go ahead.
Actually, ironically, there's a TMC guy who was sent to the GST Council. What's his name? Extremely smart guy.
Obhirup Guha.
He was very good. I was very impressed by his working style.
Amit Mitra was there. Asim Bhattacharya.
Amit Mitra is the finance minister.
No, he is not now.
Ashok Mitra or Amit Mitra.
If you can poach him from the TMC, he'd be a great
right
addition.
Now, correct, it's some lady, correct? Lady who is the finance minister. Some lady.
Not lady,
right
not
now.
lady.
Oh, that's for name. The official finance minister that we had, who was actually more qualified than even Ashim Dasgupta, that was Ashok Mitra or Amit Mitra. Yeah. So
the guy who worked with Nirmala Sitharaman basically to enact the GST, he was one of the most proactive and he did a good job.
But Ashok Lahiri has a good profile as well. Yeah, go ahead, Bhupenda.
Yeah, I'm saying that that Amit Mitra person, he is very qualified, but actually he delayed the reforms by 10 years.
That was mostly because of political pressure, man. It's always
like GST would have been implemented 10 years before if these people were not there.
Of course. Yeah. Now, okay. Aren't we too optimistic? Women voters and Muslim voters are similar in votes, singularly votes TMC, and that makes a large difference.
there is
Bhupendra.
a expiry date. There is a expiry date of every campaign, like for freebies, whatever Mamata has correct done. They all have expired. Correct. Your Lokhi Bhandar, Konnashri, whatever Sathutati card, they all have expired their value. We are human beings. If I am earning 5,000 rupees today, I will want to earn 50,000 rupees after 1 year.
Yes, exactly.
So whatever Mamata Banerjee has done for 15 years, those have expired. Now she has to innovate and do something new to actually get the people to vote again.
Yeah.
And the state, the way the state is, she cannot do it. And even in the campaigns, it is really bad in terms of innovation, that they have done not done nothing. So you need to learn, like, see people's psychology, how people vote. And there are also other factors. There are many factors which we can't talk about here. So, but you should be optimistic just on the data, logical data, not emotions.
How will the BJP give better freebies then? Where will the money come from if TMC is unable to give? If the West Bengal government does not have the money, where will BJP get it from?
No, they can do the same shit that they can do the same thing that that Congress did.
Bihar. Just look at how much money is given to Bihar by the center, and also you will have a lot of.
You don't have to worry about that. You just have to promise shit and not deliver it. You just need to win the election. That's it. Just
Wow,
win.
Modi ji, wow. Need kya ka maa ka bhosa.
Hey,
Anything's fair in love and war, Niranjan. You have to think. It's just you promise shit. Promise double, triple. Just get it done. That's it.
केजरीवाल की आत्मा तुम्हारे अंदर आ गई है.
They might be screaming and shouting for the next 1 year, but no one cares if you can keep the law and order situation. People automatically be like, "Oh, thank you. I don't care about the money. I'm just happy. I'm safe." That's all. That's how people are. Trust me.
केजरीवाल की आत्मा आनंद के अंदर घुस गई है.
Arey, you look what's happening. No, I'm not saying Kejriwal is a different issue. Kejriwal betrayed a lot of other things. Forget about the money part, right?
Yeah. Screw that. We'll stick to Bengal. Is there any discomfort to the average poor Bengali living there to demand change, not elite like you guys? If they are just used to living like that, will that inertia hurt BJP? That is the main thing that has hurt BJP so far. We are under the impression that it's now changed because of Bangladesh and stuff. Mainly Bangladesh. Because even they don't care about SSC. They can't even spell SSC. The biggest ambition that most poor Bengalis have is that my son will one day become a Toto rider. I drive a rickshaw. My son will have an electric Toto. That's the biggest ambition they can think of. So Bangladesh probably affects them.
Damn it, man.
Yes, Rishabh, it's live. We are doing night shift.
Bhupendra, would you take this question as well? You are probably better informed on this.
Is there any discomfort in every? Okay. See, you see, if people are seeing, correct. Again, I am saying, today in Bengal, even if you go to a poor village, people have a mobile phone and they can see what is happening. Specifically because there are 3 million Bengali people, especially from the rural poor, who have gone out of state and they receive calls, they do video calls. They are much aware that how bad their situation is.
Yeah.
So that needs to be understood. That's a very big number. And if in village, one person, in every village, there will be 1 or 2 persons working outside Bengal, and they will know what's happening in outside states. So do not think that, okay, in Bengali village, they know nothing about what's happening outside West Bengal.
Bhupendra, that has frustrated me so much in the last 1 or 2 years when I got serious about Bengal politics, that the key fucking reason that Bengalis refuse to vote for BJP is that they have no clue what's going on outside the state. They have no idea the kind of progress the rest of the country has made. And remember, we have discussed this in past live streams as well, that one significant successful whisper campaign that Trinamool has managed in the last 1 year, since Abhay, at least since the Arjikar rape case, is that they stopped defending themselves completely. They started saying that, yes, so we have really screwed that up. Even Mamata Banerjee is worried about it. Every corruption issue you discuss with a Trinamool ground level gunda to MPs, they will say yes. Even did you see that? Did you hear that phone call between the JU VC and the registrar issue over that Bengali department HOD
I have.
becoming the
Yes,
registrar.
yes.
Even there,
yes,
you heard Bhupenda, the Trinamool guy was saying that yes, even the Didi doesn't want it. Everywhere, what happened to my internet? Yes, everywhere Didi doesn't want it. We are looking into this, etc. Even yesterday, Abhishek Banerjee asked people to talk about the complaints directly when he went to Jalpaiguri, and he was asked that why don't we have a hospital in 15 kilometers? He said that yes, I have been hearing about this. We have been working on this. So their argument for the last 1.5 years has been that we are definitely screwing up, but the other states are also kind of screwed up. And that's where people don't have a clarity because they don't go outside the state much. So if they have relatives who actively tell them that, yes, it's fucking awesome outside, or they go outside themselves, only then they will realize that things have changed drastically outside West Bengal. And at least the commie fucking BBKs don't do that, because BBKs keep saying that, no, Kolkata's charm, tramline, and Mati Bhare Cha.
No. Commies do this all the time. Socialist commies do this all the time. You literally see every communist society, right? They keep information from percolating in. The first task is to block any information from outside. So the propaganda factory within can work effectively. So if you notice, every state that has basically broken this propaganda bubble has had changes in their politics. The UP was stuck in a hellhole because they basically were stuck in the propaganda bubble. Right? They're like, don't look UP ke bahar mat dekho. Right? Even the worker,
exactly.
Even the UP worker who traveled to Maharashtra, the only thing they could see was the Maharashtrians hated them. Not that, oh, look at how much development we can bring back. So that victimhood is kept perpetuated.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Same.
Yes.
Tamil Nadu right now, the reason why Tamil Nadu is such a horrible political hellhole is because they literally, same way, they don't know what's happening outside Tamil Nadu. Most Tamil people do not know. They do not know that if you go off into Karnataka, the amount of progress and the non-caste, the concept, if you go to Bengaluru, they don't even know what's happening in Bengaluru. I was once watching this, I think this is one cephalogist was going to some rural villages in Tamil Nadu, and he's asking the woman, who will you vote for? Instead of saying, I'll vote for this person, she's like, I don't know, my husband will tell me who to vote for. Like, just imagine, this is the progress, one of the highest indicators of all the other shit, right? But they vote based on what their husband tells them. Or what their family votes. If your family votes this thing, they all vote the same thing. So, that's my point. We mix up progressiveness in these indicators to progressiveness in voting, which is a mistake we make.
Bhupenda, were you going to add something to that? People not knowing outside Bengal what's happening on that point?
Yes, correct. So, and whatever people don't know, correct, the BJP ground level campaign is going to make sure that people know what's happening.
Exactly.
Now that might be a problem because we know that in about 50 to 60% of constituencies, BJP is not going to have ground presence, and we'll have to be okay with that, hoping that Bangladesh takes care of it.
So one thing I don't get,
because
one thing I don't get about Indian politicians, okay, like I've observed, hoardings are not of things that the politicians stand for. Hoardings are of people's pictures. Literally, that's their hoarding. Vote for me, 1,000 people under me, put the pictures on a large scatter board, and that's vote for me. Not like this is what I want to create. This is what we are making somewhere else. We want to replicate this. I'm not seeing a single hoarding of that. Even by the BJP.
This is why, Anand, have you read?
Hoardings has moved to social media. Now the hoardings are social media reels.
Anand, have you read Dharma Democracy by Salvatore Bagones?
Not yet, man. I'm not bought it yet.
Okay. Do read that. So again, this is again where he argues why BJP is the modernizing force in Indian democracy is because he doesn't say this explicitly, but this is pretty much it, that people's brains were wired to look at everyone as the king, right? And so post-colonial societies got stuck with strongman politics. And that has been kind of started to get replaced only because of BJP, because of its separate working machinery, bureaucratic functioning, etc. CPM tried that, but never fully managed that. Maybe they were too early to the party. But now at least we can hope of that going away, but not anytime soon, because people are still wired to look at people as kings and stuff, and therefore faces of politicians everywhere. Now, average Bengalis are fed up with extortion culture of TMC, period, be it Totowalas or street vendors or that is true of Vinab totally, and especially Tollywood. I keep saying everyone other than Shayoni is going to vote for BJP in Tollywood. They are fucking fed up. And just today I got to know that Tollywood composers, top composers, are getting people to give death threats to family members of their junior assistants and stuff, because they vaguely accuse them of plagiarism and stuff. Okay, that's the kind of mafia stuff that that even artists have. So either they are in the music industry and they are mafia gundas on the side, or they are prostitutes and stuff, or they are politicians. And therefore Abhishek Banerjee is the rock star. That's the situation with West Bengal's politics and art.
That's another thing that's perfect for metal music. The counterculture is this kind of political
and this is what I will forever be indebted to Mamata Banerjee for unmasking these retards. And I did have some grudge against them, sort of a naive, childlike grudge against these people, because all my favorite actors, directors, singers, rock stars were significant revolutionary voices protesting for and standing up for what's right during CPIM's rule, which was a fucking kid compared to Trinamool's fascism. So when that apparent fascism was going on, they were all revolutionaries. Okay, Nochiketa wrote against the government overtly, significantly from his first album in the early 90s, mysteriously right after India's reformation, India's economic reforms, up until Trinamool came to power. The first proper Bengali rock star wrote against Bengal's disastrous society and politics and stuff in the song Bicycle Chor. The Bangla band Insomnia wrote lines like Bhobishat Lal Theke Kalo. Check out the lyrics to the song Adharmer Shar and Pothe Ghate Nekre Thake. All of that's against communist rule and stuff. And when and Parambrata Chatterjee, okay, every other day he was walking about on the streets protesting CPM, and I used to feel so sad that, oh my god, why do these nice people hate my nice party? Now I see Mamata Banerjee has made a bitch of every one of those fuckers. Each and everyone has turned out to be a fucking bitch of Mamata Banerjee. It's such a nice sight to see. Now,
women empowerment.
You're making too many enemies. Hope they're not watching.
Oh, garmara. Enemy আমাকে কাজ দেওয়ারও পয়সা নেই আর। দাদা টলিউডের লোকজন সোশ্যাল মিডিয়াতে ট্রোলদের থেকে প্রোটেকশন।
You got to rock the world.
Yeah.
Spirit of rock.
দাদা টলিউডের লোকজন সোশ্যাল মিডিয়াতে ট্রোলদের থেকে প্রোটেকশনের জন্য Agent, that's not an us problem. It's a them problem. It's Dev versus Shahrukh problem. We have to just buy our popcorns on this. Okay, Saurabh was asking something interesting. Where we are going to do some Maratha reservations on our live chats. Where did next comment go? Yeah, this one though we talked about.
You asked about the BMC election.
Oh, by the way, Rishabh wanted some recap. So what's the consensus? Is BJP winning?
We can't concede. That's what you would say.
BJP has a fair chance if they do play their cards well. That is at least my opinion. Okay. But others.
Retrowave gave some really horrifying news and went away. I was like, shit, man, what the hell?
Retrowave needs to learn politics 101. How politics.
Retrowave did
the point he made is kind of scary, man. Like literally, if that's what is happening, it's scary. Doesn't matter how much of a good.
Retrowave did a surgical strike.
Bro, that happens in every constituency. It happens.
Oh shit.
Retrowave did a surgical strike on our hopes.
It's a dirty politics. Correct? Say that it's a dirty politics. That's why it's dirty politics.
Okay, Deb, on this, I think you are very wrong. Everyone in Bengal is aware of the Bangladesh situation. Everyone is worried about it. And especially because even the commies are forced to talk about it, and they are not just saying Sankhalogu Morche, they are saying Hindu Morche. So therefore, I don't see who is left to know. And frankly, I was under the impression that it's probably not going to become mainstream news, because after all, mainly the news is in Twitter, and maybe ABP Anandu will mention it once or twice. But on the day that I was going for the protest in front of the Bangladesh High Commission, one 90-year-old Dadu sort of a person in my neighborhood walks about very slowly. His body is very crooked. He's insanely old. Just asks me. I was getting up on the Rapido. He asks me, "So, son, where are you going?" I thought I'll make up some stuff because I don't want to explain to him, because my Rapido is about to leave and stuff. I thought I'll just say I'm going to some friend's house. Then I thought, okay, let's make this interesting. So I said, I'm going to a protest march in front of Bangladesh Commission. He said, oh, why? I said that, well, Hindus are dying in Bangladesh. Dadu, that's why. He said, oh, yes, Deepu Dash. So you see, South Kolkata. His son runs a discarded paper shop. Okay, you buy for kilos and stuff. That kind of a thing. That guy's father knows about Deepu Dash. Then who is left to know?
Are people
Let's
in the Bengalis in the US and the Western world, regardless of party affiliation, are bringing up Bangladesh. Like it is so palpable. Okay, so palpable. It's like not even funny.
Thackeray brothers have united and are playing the BMC mayor will be non-Marathi now. If we lose, BMC budget is 75,000 crores, including all municipalities. The total budget is 120,000 crores. Goa budget is 25,000 crores.
Nah, they're a damn squib. I'm telling you, they're going to lose really badly. Guaranteed.
Saffron General is pointing out something very important, that Bengalis don't like Muslims but can't say it publicly, so they will say Bangladeshi to make sure most amounts of Muslims is reduced. You are very right. We are the first generation, the 90s born generations, to genuinely like Muslims. Up until our parents' generations, people just pretended. Marathis will be gentrified out of Marathis will be gentrified out of every major city. Is there such equivalent in Bengal? Bhupendrada, would you take this question?
Okay, what is this? Which one?
I don't know.
This one. This is his earlier comment.
And okay, this is no, I do not have. Okay, what is refer to comment of background question for identity politics being played. Marathis will be gentrified. No. Nothing will happen. Maratha politics is very different.
I don't think this is happening, because if this happens, Marathis living around the country will be in trouble, because there'll be backlash. And if they're doing this in Maharashtra, they better be careful, because you have to understand there are Maharashtrians living all over India, and there will be backlash against them, and that's not right. That should not happen to them. I hope they're safe. Like this should not happen.
Okay, Rishabh is here after a long time and in the middle of the night. Good morning, Rishabh.
Good morning. I just gotten up to take a piss. Turns out I'm here.
Thanks.
I actually
describing your actions. Thank you so much.
yeah. I actually came here because of that Thackeray brothers question. I've lived in Mumbai for 2 years. I don't think they will make too much of a splash in Mumbai, honestly, because they've overplayed the Marathi issue. People don't like them. It's as simple as that. It's
Maharashtrians don't like this shit anymore. They move beyond it, I think.
Yeah, exactly. And when it comes to Marathi Asmita, honestly, I don't think it's fair to equate it with Bengal, because Marathis are very affluent people. They are not going to be gentrified. They are already the genteel in their societies. So I don't think it's a fair equivalence.
Rishabh, does he mean Marathi people or Maratha caste? He means Marathi people, right?
Yeah, Marathi.
I mean, if he is from Maharashtra, he would probably know the difference. But giving him the benefit of the doubt, see again the Maratha caste. There is a good case to be made that a lot of their home areas, the Marathwada region is a very underdeveloped part of Maharashtra. So they do have that genuine concern. They just go about it in the typical, Indian way that give us reservations. And so the government keeps focusing all of their energies on that instead of, addressing their genuine concerns. It's a lot like, the situation of North Bengal over here. But yeah, I don't think specifically talking of BMC, I can't speak too much about the rest of Maharashtra. I don't know that much. But specifically speaking about BMC, see, first of all, I think today Mumbai is majority non-Marathi speaking. And boss, here's the thing: if people are willing to pay the kinds of rents that you need to pay in Mumbai and live there, then you've done a good job at it. One of the negatives of doing well economically is that everyone else will want to come and live with you. It's a part of the deal. If it happens, it happens. Mumbai is not a majority Marathi city, unfortunately. Nothing against them, but yeah.
The same thing you take it by Bengaluru, right? Most people Bengaluru don't like Karnataka Rakshana Vedike people. They don't like them. Okay, most Bengalurians don't like them. They come and do nonsense in the city and they run off after some time. But they're more based in Karnataka. Most cities do not like this kind of identity politics. Most of the time, because we understand that the city functions very well because of the diversity of people who live here.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I
you
won't
want
be
the
asking
best of the best,
Rishabh's
right?
question, of course.
Siddaramaiah tried to do that reservation.
I was going to ask this.
Reserving in companies. He's like, 50% of the companies must be Bengaluru, Kannadigas, and the entire city came down on his head, and he had to take it back.
So I will ask this to Bhupenda again. He will probably be a little more educated on this. But just today I was speaking to one friend in Kerala, Bengali friend, BBK. He was saying that he will actually send that written ballot thing, but most people won't, right? So I don't think Probashi Bengalis will have any effect. What do you think, Rishabh?
I'm not very sure. I meant more in terms of narrative than in terms of actual votes cast. I'm not sure. That's why I was wondering, because I have seen that ties within the Bengali community in the homeland and outside the state are still fairly strong. So those people over there do see what's happening. Does that information trickle down back over here? And at least for Delhi, I have seen that the Bengali community over there is filthy rich, really, really rich, and number two, quite strongly, I would not say like more than 70%, but quite strongly pro BJP. So does that have an effect over here?
No, it could have had if it was one-sided, but it gets neutralized because so many Probashi Bengalis are commies as well. And they are very good proficient writers on Facebook as well. So in the end, they don't really have an effect.
That's unfortunate.
Bhupenda, take this question from Rishabh.
Delhi, I have seen them there. I do not have. I know about Bengaluru. I can tell about Bengaluru. Bengaluru. I think majority are pro BJP. Majority.
Will they? I'll add two sides to this question. One is, are any of them going to come to Bengal to vote, or are they going to send ballots and stuff? And will they influence by writing about it and stuff, or sending WhatsApps and stuff?
Just one thought, Bhupenda, before you answer. After the SIR, I don't think they'll even be, if they've been outside for a significant amount of time, I don't think they'll be in the electoral rolls anymore anyways.
Can
Okay.
you define Probashi Bengali, please?
Non-resident Bengali. who are not living
Yeah.
in West Bengal for
Oh,
more
that's
than
all.
10 years.
Okay.
Okay, so they are not going to go back, and I think Rishabh has a very good point. Most people actually not shifted their votes from their local constituency in West Bengal, and with SIR, I don't think they would have gone back and got their votes counted there. So probably they are out of the voter list. So they need to make a, and they will anyway. They Bengalis do not go to other states, to home states to go for vote. So
Okay,
They're
about
not really-
Bengaluru,
they will not come.
Bengalis in Bengaluru, I'll tell you one thing. They think Bengaluru is theirs now.
but but
they like,
they still do not have a voter ID card in their Bengaluru address.
that's my point. But they like, we have an opinion about everything about Bengaluru because like Bengaluru is ours now. You know, we have decided. No, but the ones who will not be pro BJP are the wokes and the LGBT community. They are very
That number
anti-BJP.
is that number isn't that big.
Arey,
At
there are
least in
quite a few.
Bengaluru.
There are quite a few. I know
See,
them. I know
अगर
a lot of-
I would
अगर
agree on
रमजान
the
में
vote
राम है,
front.
अगर
LGBT
रमजान में
में-
राम है एंड दिवाली में अली है, तो बैंगलोर में बंगाल है, तो therefore definitely Bangalore belongs to Bengalis. Yeah, go ahead, Rishabh.
See, yeah, I was just making a very limited point. I know multiple LGBT people who are like active members of the BJP and the Sangh. So I wouldn't say that much for the LGBT. For Vokes, yeah, maybe.
No, I'm talking about the Bengali LGBT and wokes. There are a lot of
so
Kannadiga
yeah.
LGBT who are very pro BJP. I'm talking about the Bengali LGBT and wokes. They're very anti-BJP. Very anti-BJP.
Yeah,
Same.
Yeah.
Lot of the Telugu or Andhra LGBT and wokes are very anti-BJP. You understand? Certain ecosystems are very anti-BJP in the way they frame. The same with Chennai. Like the LGBT people in Chennai are very pro DMK, very anti-BJP.
Niyajanda, one more thing.
No.
The media capture that you see
Yeah.
in Bengal, correct, with TMC ads and other things, you have no idea the kind of media capture you have, especially in Tamil Nadu. It's insane. It's literally insane.
yeah.
And if you go to see what people see in TV and what they think, they will say that Bengal is much better.
Yeah, because half the channels are owned by DMK politicians themselves.
Not half, 99%.
Yeah, acha, I see.
have
Now,
only,
I would
2 or
like to
3
take this
small
opportunity.
Arey, Jaya TV is not a small channel.
Yeah.
Come on. Amma will come back from the grave, okay? You don't say such things.
In the context of Bengalis not having registered themselves to vote in Bangalore, I would like to take this opportunity to re-quote that dialogue from my favorite Bengali movie of all time, Bong Connection. Again, in 2006, it came out right on the footnotes or footprints of Buddha Bhattacharya's reforms. So NRI Bengalis are having a fun party in Houston, Texas, and 2 guys, incidentally, one of them, Parambroto, come out to have a smoke. And then the Parambroto has just reached Houston, and the senior guy is telling him, if you want to go back to Calcutta, just let me know. He's saying, why would I go back to Calcutta? Oh, by the way, Bong Connection in 2006 had a dialogue from Parambroto telling his girlfriend before leaving for USA. His girlfriend is saying, why did you suddenly decide to go to USA? You didn't even tell me, you didn't even ask me about what I want and stuff. And Parambroto says, you'll obviously go with me. You said, but you didn't ask me. And then he says, listen to this, Anand and all the non-Bengalis. In 2006, this dialogue was there in that movie, that Kolkata is a dying ship, Sheila. Whatever that IT sector, FIT sector is happening in Salt Lake, it's all rubbish. It's all bullshit. Kolkata is gone. Kolkata is a doomed Titanic. We need to switch. We need to switch fast. This was said about Bengal and Kolkata in 2006, and we didn't wake up. Anyway, then that long-term NRI guy tells Parambroto that if you want to go back, let me know. Parambroto asks do you want to go back? And he says, no, I can't manage that Indian lifestyle anymore. After I got used to that cowboy lifestyle here. And then he points to the building behind him where the rest of the Bengalis are having a Bengali party. He says that these people are confused. These people are stuck in a sort of a limbo. They don't earn enough money to invest in India. They won't give back anything to America. They will just sit here, have their machhe jhol and watch ZTV. That's the Bangalore Bengalis you are describing as well.
See, I'll tell you one thing, okay? As a person who's actually lived abroad, living in India is not difficult. Trust me on this. It's not a big problem. Oh my God, India is so hard. I can't come back.
टूटे road है, पानी गंदा है.
I use public transport. I don't even have my own transport. I don't have a car. I don't have a bike. I use public transport for everything. Or I use Uber.
Proletariat Tamil Brahmin.
No,
True
but
Brahmin.
my point is,
only lives on Bhiksha.
Anand, I am coming to Bengaluru next week. Be ready. Okay.
Also,
on you.
Sure.
Also, I want to shout out the original gig workers of India, all of the household help that we have. Right now, because it's the winter, all of my NRI relatives are back in the city, and all of them keep crying about having to wash toilets every day.
I'm sorry, I don't share your sentiment. Those people are scamsters, okay, scam artists. They will say promise you they will do the whole house, and then they will like say, can I do half the house and give me double the pay? I'm like, okay, fine. You can
Okay.
leave.
So Anand is a Brahmin when he travels by bus. He's a Shudra when he cleans his toilet. He's a Kshatriya when he comes on my live streams.
I told you, I'm Varna.
And his day job is Vaishya. Yes. Now, one last thing before we go offline. Anand, Rishabh, and the other guys who watched our discussion of the new labor code laws. Remember, we discussed this, that the gig economy is going to get fucked if we screw with this. It's not going to remain a gig economy. And we have this practically better than first world service is going to go to hell. And you see, it's about to go to hell now.
Wait, what's the latest update? What's happening?
Oh, that codes, na?
40,000 rupee minimum salary for riding your bike around the city.
So stupid. Seriously. I don't know when this bloody... what surprised me the most was some of the news channels who are very pro-capitalist suddenly started pandering the same shit, okay? I'm like, ये क्या है? आपका brain है क्या? आपके पास brain है क्या? I empathize with the gig workers. They work so hard. But dude, if you fuck with, like you're right, if you fuck with the system, you will destroy their employment and you'll destroy the chance of these companies, and you'll destroy our ability to get services.
I would hold on before saying something about.
One more thing. See, there was a 1.5 year discussion with all the companies before those codes were coming to place. So what was Dipinder Goyal was doing 1.5 years? I just want to understand.
He was doing what he was
doing. Every big and successful company is happy with any significant pro-labor law that comes out because big companies can afford that. Yeah. Newer companies won't be able to afford that. But this 40,000 rupee thing is not happening because of the labor laws. But I'm just saying that we were predicting that these sorts of things, if these sorts of shenanigans happen, then the gig economy will get screwed. And it's happening right in front of our eyes. And then a 200 rupee cigarette will cost me 500 rupees to get it delivered to me. So I won't buy it from them. So they will get fired and they won't have a job to begin with.
Exactly. So they literally see, I think this is a political thing. It's not, I don't think it is actually substantive. I think it's a political, basically hatchet job. But the problem fundamentally is it creates barriers to entry in any industry. The minute you add these basic requirements, you basically make it difficult for new entrants, and that's horrible for a vibrant economy.
Yes,
because it creates cartels, it creates monopolies. You don't want that.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, go ahead, Rishabh.
I don't think that we should write the entire gig economy off just yet. In India, there's this very special thing that. Just because there's a rule in place does not mean it will be enforced. Let's wait and see. Let's let it play out.
No, I don't think the labor laws will come into force. I'm worried that these 40,000 demands will probably be caved into.
कुछ नहीं होना. I mean, ever since Zomato, Swiggy have come in place right now, it's been in the news, but I've been tracking these companies for a while. Ever since they've come into place, all of these allegations keep coming up every 7-8 months. Few months ago, there was this whole hullabaloo about that 10-minute delivery thing and everything. It's happening, right? Yeah, I think I'd give it some time until I start seeing the effects on the ground. I don't think it will be too much of a concern. Beyond the point, you can't swim against the tide of economics.
No, but
Yeah,
I agree.
if they
with
don't
you.
cave into that demand, then we are fine. If they cave into it, then it's over.
No. Seeing what Goyal said, I don't think he's doubling down. He's like, screw you, I'm not going to do any of this shit. It's quite aggressive.
Yeah, so far,
wo
so good.
zamana gaya when you could have unions bring down entire industries. This is not one particular factory somewhere that people can protest outside of. It's a very distributed model. It will be very difficult to organize anything over a long term. The one concern is that it has political backing. That could be a problem. But even with political backing, I don't think they'll be able to sustain it very long. Already, I've seen some of these, alleged gig workers protesting against the Congress because they weren't getting paid to protest anymore. So I think it will fizzle out eventually.
Yeah, I think the same thing. By the way,
And so we will have
Raghav Chadha is very handsome, so I don't think.
We will have this discussion once again in February. We will observe whether BJP takes in a horde of significant Trinamool faces or not. After that, we will have different thoughts. What do you think
I
the
will
best
be at
we had till
home
now, and who is the
barricaded
worst?
and armored up.
Best we had for Bengal. You mean Chief Minister wise? Chief Minister wise, I know people are inclined to say BC Roy, but I will say Buddhadev Bhattacharya, because he was taking Bengal out from a disastrous shithole, and he did a pretty good job at taking it out of a shithole. BC Roy was not dealing with a shithole. Worst is definitely Mamata Banerjee. Okay, thanks guys. Good night then. See you all in February in this discussion. Yeah. What, Rishabh?
Sorry. I was just saying, what about Jyoti Basu? I think he was the worst.
Oh yeah.
He's saying right now.
Okay. Bye guys.
Bye. Good night, everyone.
যদি সবাই ফিরে যায় ওরে ওরে ও ভাগা সবাই ফিরে যায় যদি গহন পথে যাওয়ার কালে কেউ ফিরে না যায় তবে পথের কাটা তুই রক্ত মাখা চরণ তলে একলা দলরে তুই রক্ত মাখা চরণ তলে একলা দলরে যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে যদি আলো না ধরে ওরে ওরে ও ভাগা আলো না ধরে যদি ঝড় বাদলে আধার রাতে দুয়ার দেয় ঘরে তবে বজ্রানলে আপন বুকের পাঁজর জ্বালিয়ে নিয়ে একলা চলো রে আপন বুকের পাঁজর জ্বালিয়ে নিয়ে একলা চলো রে যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে একলা চলো একলা চলো একলা চলো একলা চলো রে